Oh, I ain't see it.
I should say, well, hold on. Let me click this button because it said we good. Hold on. Let me do something. It's official.
All right. So
There we go.
we actually had a couple of technical difficulties. So thank you very much, everyone, for bearing with us. In case you guys didn't catch all that we started with, welcome to Start Bugging Games. I'm King Anarchy. We've already had our little intro conversations and everything. As you can see, we got Hustle Simmons, we got Time Traveling, we got SG Token, and we got Create Loon. And today we got a bunch of information. We got hot topics. We want to definitely talk about Grand Theft Auto 6, and we got a couple of other topics in store for you. And we may actually go live tomorrow during the Video Game Awards. I believe the Video Game Awards are starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's either Eastern or Pacific. I'm not really 1,000% sure because they're not happening over here. But
I feel like it's Eastern.
Will probably be, it's a possibility that we may go live during the Video Game Awards tomorrow. Anyway, we want to get started. Everybody has already introduced themselves. So for the sake of time and conversation, I just want to move into our first topic today. We're not about to bite into the big meaty sandwich first, okay? Because I can feel ourselves getting lost in the sauce when we start talking about the big elephant in the room. So what we're going to start with today is Lego Fortnite. They're actually going to be releasing a Lego Fortnite. It's going to be like a Minecraft Worlds or a Minecraft style game or a Lego Worlds where you're essentially going to be building and surviving. So it's almost like Fortnite Save the World. It's going to be a survival crafting mode. It's going to have over 1,200 pre-existing skins in it.
Ooh,
and so, you know, they actually released a trailer earlier this week. What's everybody's thought on Lego Fortnite? I kind of want to hear what you guys are thinking.
Honestly, the way I feel about it is it feels like another game that was put out as like an attention grab for like the younger crowd.
You know, honestly, I think this is something that it makes a ton of sense. I think, you know, I think maybe it's going after the younger crowd, but when I think of people who are super into Legos, I mean, if I'm being truthful,
That's us.
Yeah, I still
the
know
older generation.
I still know 30-some-year-olds. Like, I think this is a move that's going to bring in kids as well as adults. Like the amount of people who freak out over like you know, Family Guy being in the game or their favorite book being in the game. Now it's going to be a favorite childhood pastime, and Lego games are typically well received. You know, like Lego games are typically pretty good. I personally haven't played one that I haven't liked. I'm sure they exist, but I haven't played one. So I think this is
pretty
smart.
Good.
I mean,
I
honestly
played a lot of Lego games.
Yeah, I've actually played many a Lego game, and I
pretty on the ball.
The only thing that steers me away from wanting to play Lego Fortnite is the fact that it's Fortnite, and
but it's not though.
It doesn't excite me.
But it's not though, because from what I'm seeing, from what I've seen with the trailer and all that, I don't think this is a PV. It doesn't look like a PvP affair. It looks like it's
it looks like
PvE.
PvE. It's like
apparently it's supposed to play more like Minecraft, and I'm super excited for that. Honestly, like when I saw it, I was like, all right, you got me. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna at least play it. I mean, I am currently playing Fortnite the new season anyway because they made a couple changes. All right, it's actually really fun. Like, honestly, I will say this. If you're thinking about trying Fortnite, coming back to Fortnite, whatever, I think now is kind of like the perfect time to. They've added enough new mechanics to the game now, or it's just like, yeah. I think right now is a great time to come back. I've been having lots of fun with friends, especially with the new modular gun system that they have now. So you can now pick up guns that have different mods to them, like scopes and foregrips and stuff. And you can actually change those parts out and make your guns more catered towards your play style and how you want things. Like you want less recoil.
Okay.
Honestly, it's good.
I mean, to be honest with you, it looks as though our audience has said that they've had enough of Fortnite and they're not really feeling it. Also, hello, Laura Birdsong. Thank you for joining us.
I don't blame them.
But
I
yeah,
don't blame them either
mad.
because I feel like Fortnite has ran its entire course, honestly.
So, go ahead, Time.
Oh, you're good. I was just gonna say, I can definitely understand that perspective. Fortnite's one of those games where I'll play it for a little bit and then I won't, and then I'll come back to it again. I go through phases. I kind of want to come back and try it out now, but I completely understand being tired of Fortnite. When I say I think this is smart, I think it's just there's probably a lot of people who were tired at one point and haven't played for a while, and this could potentially bring some people back. It's not necessarily going to be. I don't know if it's going to bring me back for sure. But I don't know if I'm entirely the target audience. I think I am. I think that like people like me and a lot of my friends are. But
I think everybody's Fortnite's target audience, and that might be part of their downfall at this moment because their original target audience was the younger crowd and the teenagers, and like their original target audience is now grown 5 years out. You know what I mean? Like the kids who were 8 are now in their teens. They're alienated from the Apple Fortnite, and now they're about to try to get Fortnite off of the Google Play Store. So, that's what people have in their hands. The kids want iPhones and iPads. Once you took Fortnite off the iPhone and iPad, you lost that revenue where the kids were like, "Oh, mommy, I need this new skin on Fortnite. It's going to be gone after 24 hours." Right. So as far as their target audience, now you're actually aiming towards people who are playing on console, who are playing on PC. If you're talking about children, if you're still aiming towards children in that 8 to 15-year-old range, you're not going to put that on PC. You're gonna try to make sure that you get the Switch players, the PC players, the Xbox players. So I mean, we already had a conversation about how Fortnite hasn't saved Epic, and Epic has not been in the green even after 5 years. So they're going to do anything that they can because this is, again, a moneymaker. Now, we can in the future talk about the influences of large companies and the importance of them getting into the green and making money, because there's a giant within the video game industry that is behind many different game companies, and that giant actually owns a lot of Epic.
Got Tencent, baby.
Tencent.
So Fortnite is really a child game, and taking it to Lego is going to make it more of a child's game. I think that's a reductive way of looking at it, because if you look at Fortnite being a child's game, there are plenty of adults who play Fortnite, and as a lot of
your adult streamers play Fortnite.
Yeah. Like there are many adults who play Fortnite, and then there are many adults, grown men, who are into Legos. Like if it's not your thing, that's fine.
Right.
But I don't really necessarily think that we should label it as a child's thing, because I'd build Legos today if I had Legos, or if they weren't like super expensive.
Some of them sets cost like $400 to $600. Kids ain't got no money for that shit.
There's some $1,200 sets or more out there.
Yeah,
that's for us.
That's facts. I mean, like Tone said, I mean there are grown men right now and women who literally build Lego Star Wars Death Stars and Millennium Falcons. People who literally build like Metropolis out of Legos.
I know people in their 50s and 60s who collect and build Legos.
Yeah.
If I had more money, I'd have a whole bunch of Lego sets. Some of the expensive collector's editions ones.
There's people who like clear out their garages to build Lego cities.
I follow a couple Lego channels.
Yeah, so like honestly, when I think about it, it is a very like marketable strategy to do so. And I do see how it can get not only the younger crowd involved, but also the older, more experienced crowd who live and went through the whole era of Legos.
Time.
Is why I think it's like a really smart move. And then on top of it, I have a feeling, like I have no way of knowing, but like I wouldn't be shocked if Lego is also benefiting from this a ton too. Like I really,
you know they are.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
facts.
yeah. I'd be curious. Like this is a nerdy part of the conversation, but like I'd be curious to know if Lego is paying them licensing rights to have their name on Fortnite, or Fortnite's paying them for the rights to use Lego.
Yeah.
Like I wonder who approached who, because like it feels like a really good partnership.
I mean, like go places.
Yeah.
I mean, here's an example of how Legos aren't just for kids now. The Lego Avengers Tower is $500, and they specifically say it's 18 plus. That is not for no child is going to be spending time.
Putting together 5,000.
It's a 5,200.
Builds Gunpla. Like like people who are builders.
Gunpla's not for kids either.
Literally just said I built Gunpla. So
yeah, and that's not for kids either.
Right.
Like if there was a Fortnite Gundam crossover, do you know how many other people that you get?
Man. I won't lie. I would buy
it. If Bandai don't do that,
they've already crossed over with Dragon Ball Z,
y'all might
Spider-Man. There's a there's a possibility that they're going to do Attack on Titan, but I believe they did before.
They did that. Already. They did that already.
So Attack on Titan.
My Hero.
Anything can happen. My Hero. Yeah, they've done tons of things. They're literally
haven't done One Piece yet.
The popular whatever is currently running or popular or some, you know what I'm saying? Like they're out there to try to make money.
Right.
I know.
Also, in terms of Fortnite, we actually have news and an announcement that okay, that might pull me in. So we actually have news and an announcement that The Weeknd is going to be doing a concert in Fortnite on December the 9th. So it looks like we're going to have an action-packed weekend with the Game Awards tomorrow evening. We got The Weeknd doing a concert on Fortnite December the 9th.
And they just did the Eminem thing too.
Right. There was just the Eminem crossover. So Fortnite is doing a lot. And now when I'm thinking about it, and don't quote me on this one, but it's kind of feeling a little bit like desperation.
I mean, it, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want us to like.
You're not wrong.
Voice that, but
it is clearly working because it pulled me in. It pulled me back. I reinstalled it. How many times have you heard? You heard me say straight up. I was like, I'm done with fucking Fortnite, man. Fuck that game. I'm done with it. Where am I at now? I'm playing Fortnite again.
You know what? I don't know if it's desperation or riding the momentum they got from doing that. They had the event recently where they brought back the classic Fortnite for a minute.
Yeah, that's what. I think it's that.
And they had their highest numbers they had in forever with that.
They had a spike with no build mode as well.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they're just trying to capitalize on that positive momentum and throw these like good events. They also probably had these events planned. Like I can't imagine you can just quickly pull together a concert with Eminem or The Weeknd. Like they had to work on this for a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely understand exactly how that can go. So we're going to be moving forward into some other news. Like I said, we're still waiting to get that big chunk of the pie. You know that it's coming. We are definitely going to be touching on GTA 6 tonight. But for now, what we're going to switch over to is I wanted to talk a little bit about Persona 5 Tactica. We all know that Persona 5 is an amazing strategy game, turn-based RPG. It is a great game, and I'm going to be honest with you. The game was so good, like the original Persona 5 was so good that I bought it twice. I bought Persona 5, and then I bought Persona 5 Royal, the Ultimate Edition. So, not proud of this, but they've gotten at least $160 out of me.
I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a diehard Shin Megami Tensei fan. I love every single game that I've played all of them since 2.
Yeah, but the news is, so we all are familiar with Persona 5 Tactica, right? Like we know that it's like kind of almost like a Fire Emblem style game where it's like a strategy RPG style game. But we also know that the art style is very chibi. It's very cute, very like kid-like almost. Like it looks like the characters are miniature versions, right?
With giant heads.
Right.
Little bobbleheads.
So what I actually read was that the chibi style was actually done on purpose, but it wasn't done in order to try to be cute. So it was a design choice that made the game more accessible, and it made the characters more distinguishable from a top-down perspective. Because as you know, Persona is, like an over-the-shoulder or third-person style game. It's kind of top-down. So they actually went with a larger character model so that it was more distinguishable. They also felt that the normal character models would take away from that sense of fun. And they even actually instructed the actors to ignore the cute animation when they were delivering their voice lines, so they could still deliver a emotional, high stakes, and serious story worthy of the Persona name.
I like that. I honestly like that.
Yeah, I haven't finished Persona 5 yet. I'm gonna be playing through Royale when I have a chance.
Me either. I haven't finished it yet either. I'm playing it tonight.
I still gotta finish.
Sorry.
Strikers.
Well, Strikers is different. Strikers is.
I know, but it's still a Persona 5 sequel. It's officially a sequel.
Yes.
But this sounds really cool. Like this sounds like a really smart choice. It might probably. Have you played this yet, Tones? Like, have you even played Tactics?
It just came out recently, so I actually. If I didn't have like a whole list of other things,
that backlog, though.
No, not even the backlog. I'm talking about things that I'm currently playing. So I'm going to be honest with you. BG3 is at the top of my list, and then I just not too long ago, Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader comes out starting tomorrow on PS5, Xbox, and PC. And so I made sure to go on Owlcat Games' website, and I actually got the official Rogue Trader. I got it for PC, so I'll probably try to dig into that soon. Strategy CRPG type game, but I got a list of games that I just want to start digging into a little bit, but this might go on the list for one of my chill games.
And it's perfect for that, because tactical games are perfect for just kicking back and just, especially when you're doing on a portable device too.
Kicking back and being bull.
Yeah, just kicking back and just big chill.
So do you
did you really do that? Did you do that? For real?
I skated over it. I skated over it.
What?
I skated over it.
I didn't hear what I thought I heard.
No, you know what? We're skating over it. We're just jumping over that time. Okay. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, I know we think that this is pretty cool. Do you think that there's I haven't looked into what the reception's been, but do you think it's possible? Do you think that Chibi threw anyone off? Was there do you know if there was negative sentiment about it, or do people like it?
Anytime that Chibi is done, they always have somebody who complains about, oh, why does it gotta look so cartoony? I'd rather it be more this or more that, or I like the original art style better. So they actually put it out there
okay,
hey, we did this on purpose so that you can see and so that you have fun. We like to think that because like I said, when you make your art style look so cute, but then you're trying to deliver the stories that you're trying to deliver with those serious notes, it becomes a little difficult to get to hit home. So, I mean, I'm sure people have or will complain about it. I haven't personally heard it.
That'll make sense to me.
Yeah, and with fans of the Shin Megami Tensei line, they don't really we don't really have too much to complain about when it comes to it's a chibi style. Because once I play the game, honestly, I'm gonna be that I don't care that it's a chibi style. It's the story for me. It's the progression.
Yeah.
It's the acting of the characters and the way they deliver their lines, because they do darn good work when they do their acting.
The only time Chibi style really bothered me was like SD Gundam, but that's about it.
I didn't even
Yeah, but
bother.
like SD, it
I don't know why. It
Gundam
just
was up
doesn't
from
like
the start.
aesthetically. Just you know what it is.
SD Gundam Battle Alliance is fire, bro.
What bothers me is like SD Gundam will have these really cool exclusive ass designs for Gundams, but they'll never be scaled up to like a regular size ever. Usually,
you're talking about like TV show style.
Yeah, and it's like a cool variation. It'll be like a cool variation of Wing Zero, but you're never gonna get to see it in like a normal full size regular Gundam type of build.
No.
You know what I mean?
If you play Super Robot Wars, Super Robot Wars has like their miniature forms, and when they do their attacks or their specials, it scales it up and gives you like an animated like look of them firing and doing their moves. So you get a full scale version of it, and then when you scale back out, it's the same way of like that, you know, that board top style, you know, tactical movement with the little models. It looks great.
Robot Wars. I think that was one of the games that was on my list of games to play, but I haven't touched Super Robot Wars at this time.
I grew up watching my brother play, and I played it a few times. I think it was Super Robot Wars Tyson R. I think it was. It was great. It throws in a lot of different mechs, and they create their own story, and then they add also their own original mechs, and they mix in like protagonists from different mech animes and antagonists, and then like form a really well done story with all those antagonists.
All right,
and the skill trees are great too.
We're not going to go into skill trees. We could be talking forever about skill trees and games of great ones.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Is it an RPG?
So I wonder
Tones did that. Tones.
I fucking hate that topic, bro.
I'm going to let you know now. Lou, if you can find it, I want you to take both of those times and make them shorts. We need to have YouTube shorts made out of what is an RPG.
I hate you.
RPG.
We need that to be a short.
What started World War
III? We had a party over there.
Don't worry. I can assure you that apparently, you know, I'm going to have some moments where I'm going to say something and y'all are going to look at me like I'm crazy. Like Virgil's not a villain.
Hey, look, if Virgil's not a villain, Griff was right the whole time.
Virgil is a villain.
Thank you.
No, listen to what I said. If Virgil's not a villain, Griff was right the whole time.
Who's Griff?
Berserk?
Griffin?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
No.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said. I said what I said.
No.
It was all sarcasm.
What's going on, Royce?
It was all sarcasm, dog.
No.
Like, bro, he's a fucking villain. Like, what are you talking about?
We know. That's what I'm saying. It was
No,
sarcasm.
I thought Tom was being serious about that.
No.
Oh no.
What up, Royce?
No.
I dead ass thought he's being serious about that.
No.
Man, don't play.
Anyway, about to stand on business about Griffin.
He got you.
Ain't no way.
Congrats. You played
Congrats.
yourself.
Tones trolled you again.
That's gonna become a thing, I swear. Tones trolled you again. Anyway, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna actually give an announcement to everybody who welcome More Than the Gamer, but we're going to give an announcement to everybody who plays Xbox. So apparently Xbox Live Service has been down today, so some people have not actually been able to sign into the consoles. So if you're playing on Xbox or you've been having issues with accessing your Xbox Live services or playing your games online, just know that Microsoft and Xbox apparently put something out earlier saying that they've been having a little bit of trouble with their live services. Now, moving beyond that, what I wanted to do was I also wanted to move into more announcements, more news. Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone's new season starts today. Not really sure how many people play it, but obviously Modern Warfare and Warzone are very big titles. See, look, he's downloading it right now. At least he didn't spend money on it. He didn't actually buy.
97% done.
All right, we don't need to know what No. We got Warzone.
Warzone. Oh, I'm saying.
Yeah. No. I refuse. Look, listen. As much as I play Call of Duty, all right.
Right.
I refuse to give them more money. Okay, I refuse to give them more money until they, for one, stop making what?
I said,
Until they,
you
for one,
until
they stop making it so easy with some of their modes for people to unendingly troll the ever living shit out of other players.
Oh, so you don't like Tone? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
What?
You don't like Tone? Is that what you just said?
What you saying? What do you mean? What do you mean? We're talking about Call of Duty right now. We're talking about Call of Duty right now.
Right.
Like, I play DMZ.
No,
like,
I'm actually decent at Call of Duty, and I just don't like playing it.
So why you don't ever play with me, dog?
Nobody likes Call of Duty.
Did you not hear the end of the sentence?
Oh, I heard the end of the sentence.
Oh, okay.
But I should be the reason why you'd be like, let me just dedicate like 30 minutes and then like hop off.
Yeah. He was saying like I heard you, but
it's me.
I thought it was boys.
Right.
Yeah, but I thought we was boys, and we got other games that we supposed to play too.
Look.
Apparently,
we'll get into that later. We'll get into that.
Apparently, I
told you.
Yeah, but that's not what he's talking about right now. He's talking about this.
Right. I told you I'm gonna get BG3. All right. Just chill.
I mean, at least we got you with Game Pass for now. So
right.
That's a start. I'm satisfied.
Right.
Was good. Doji was good.
Pick a game on Game Pass and I'll play with you.
Huh?
Pick a game on Game Pass. I'll play it with you.
I'm not doing it.
See?
Wait, oh yeah, you finally have Game Pass.
For now.
I mean, you could be playing.
Okay.
I was playing.
Yeah, basically until they fix the game.
Yeah, so they fix the game because, bro, DMZ. I hate what they did.
That was actually the next topic. Is that the fact that they finally determined that DMZ is no longer in beta, and they are going to separate DMZ from the rest of Call of Duty and Warzone.
You get no cross progression on your experience, on your weapons, on your attachments, on your missions. Like they completely separated DMZ to the point to where they were like, here's your sandbox. All right. Everybody else has the rest of the playground, and this is your sandbox. And you got to leave your toys here too. Like, for what?
Go get some other toys for your mama house.
Right, like for what? Yeah, like it makes me feel like I just went to my aunt's house and I gotta leave all my toys over there and my game systems, and I can't take nothing over there.
But all the cool stuff is at her house.
Yeah, all the cool stuff.
But now you gotta go back home.
Like, everybody over too.
And then I read on Twitter while I was at work. I mean, not Twitter, Reddit. Ooh, Lord.
Twitter.
I read on Reddit.
Copy that name down. We might have a social media platform to make.
Twitter.
Somebody make Twitter.
Don't let
Zuckerberg know. You want 10% off that.
Don't let Elon Musk.
Don't let Elon Musk know. But somebody posted it on there that they were getting a couple people were getting error messages saying that your data is corrupted or it didn't download properly. You must restart. You must restart your rank and unlocks to continue.
Right. Oh, that's crazy.
You got to start over from like 1.
You must reset your rank and unlocks to continue. So basically the guy was saying that he woke up today to see all his stuff from his Call of Duty was erased, and they are now downloading an update.
Goji Senpai said they're gonna put DMZ and zombies on the same launcher.
I mean, it basically built zombies off of DMZ.
I wish
I believe as of today or tomorrow or whatever, Warzone is now changing to Urzikstan, which is the same map as the new zombies, and it's only going to be like 100 players. They're actually minimizing the number.
I really wish I understood
Wait, what was the
Go ahead.
original number from the original Warzone?
I believe 150.
Wow.
Did they downsize the map? Is Urzanstan?
I don't know. I don't know what the zombies map looks like. So
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look at the scale of the map, because if the scale of the map is the same size at any ratio, if the map is the same size or even bigger, it would make no sense for you to downsize the number of players unless you was worried about like the strength of your servers, I guess.
Yeah, but I hate the excuses that not a lot of people play DMZ. I was like, yeah, because it's not free. That's probably why.
welcome, Chaotic.
Like honestly, like the reason why I play
Like,
DMZ
check
is
them on
because
sale.
it's free. DMZ was free.
Only reason why people play, yeah, exactly. People play Warzone because it's free.
Right. And DMZ was free.
Even though
and it was cross progression.
Even though in my opinion, I feel like DMZ is a much more fun mode.
Better.
Way
better.
We might feel that way, but not everybody feels that way, because remember that Warzone is a competitive mode now.
My opinion matters more than theirs.
Warzone probably.
I mean, Tones, it's fine if people are wrong. Like,
It's right. People go through that time.
Let me have
like it's okay. It's things happen in life, and this is one of those things. We can't help everyone all at once. We can just help people embrace the message. That's all we can do. We can just.
Hey, give me 1 second.
Yeah, for sure. But Goji Senpai said that Urzanstan is smaller than the old Warzone maps. APOC said that it's BR talk. I want to actually shout out Nothing Left to Do But Win, Chaotic. I actually wanted to take a moment to let you guys know that he actually offered to sponsor today's episode, but because today is our first episode on YouTube, I just said I shout him out. Chaotic is Grime Lord. He also was our special guest once before. He came in when we were talking about our video game award nominees. He actually hosts Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast, where he's basically talking to people from our hometown and kind of getting the feel on music from in the Plainfield area, art, music, everything, and everyone who's here that's creating, and making sure that the creatives in this local area are number one, highlighted, spotlighted, and put out there. And then he's also going to be starting up his own gaming pod or his own gaming talk show, where he's going to be talking about fighting games and Souls games. Those are his bread and butter games. So I definitely want to shout out to Nothing Left to Do But Win. If you're here and you appreciate fighting games, frame data, Souls games, just gaming talk, you can definitely give them a follow too. Time?
No, I just want to say that I don't think I was on that show with him.
You were not.
Yeah,
he was here that one time that you weren't.
Yeah, so I just want to say it's awesome that you do that with the music community, man. Like, I have nothing but the utmost respect for that. So thanks for everything you do with that. I have some friends who are in the music scene and all that stuff out in Jersey. Not anymore, but it was more classical music and stuff like that anyway, but like it's just cool. So thanks for all the work you do.
All right.
More because
for the sub.
It's from our hometown.
Absolutely. Everybody who joined in, thanks for subbing to us. Definitely make sure that you have that bell icon you can see when we're going live. Like I said, we make it live tomorrow for the Game Awards. APOC, you are thinking about someone else. You're thinking about Coop. I'm talking about Nothing Left to Do But Win. He goes by the name Grime Lord or Chaotic Flame. He plays mainly on Xbox. Coop will make you hate Negan and Tekken for life. Okay.
Talking about cool.
Well, he ain't gonna have
for life. And if you really want to get into it, John,
not gonna have
Negan hate Brian and Tekken.
So it don't matter.
Yeah. I don't know. Y'all probably don't. The audience definitely don't know who Coop is. But yeah, Coop, when Coop picks characters that's I guess like not, I want to say gimmicky, but like like the special guest characters, he tends to show out a lot with those characters. So just I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry you went through that.
APOC said that damn bat.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he picked up. Well, since you said something about the bet on Mortal Kombat 1, he picked up what's the Invincible, Invincible Pop, Omni-Man. He picked up Omni-Man, and it's disgusting to fight him in that game.
It's disgusting to fight him.
Why do you torture yourself, bro? I said, why do you torture yourself, bro?
I mean,
you already know it's gonna be.
I can barely deal with. I mean, I don't, because I'm not a fighter per se, but me playing like Coop and Killer, they kind of. I'm getting into I got my rhythm a little bit. Like I can go in rank and fight all day. Fight them.
I mean, I'm okay with fighting games. I'll play, but I'm not them.
Yeah, I'm not them.
Coop will beat my ass all day. And let me be clear, I'm not a complete scrub, but I'm also not the guy who's gonna memorize every 10-hit combo and every common fighting, startup and like I'm the guy who.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and learn all the different frames. This character, yeah, like if you're not like learning about like the frames and all that stuff, then you're just.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Filthy casual, bro.
I'm like straight up. I'm straight up just instinct brawling. Like,
now we talking about For Honor. I'll do you.
I had a friend who was a pro Smash player when I was in high school, and he printed up like all the guides. And when he was teaching me his way of playing the game and training, he just walks into school one day with a folder that's like a couple hundred pages thick, and he just slaps it down on the desk. Jono, you need to study this.
Nope.
And I'm just like, what? And I did, because it was fun, but like, man, it was nuts. Like, it was just like the different frames for wave dashing and like all the different frames for attacks and like the turnips and all this stuff. It was nuts.
Yeah, the people who are like
win.
I know, right? The people who learn frames and all that, I give y'all kudos. All the praise in the world. I'm not that guy. I will figure out a couple combos, how to juggle, and that's about it. Like I'm not. No, I don't think I'm ever gonna be that dedicated to learn frames for for anything.
Man, look, I don't wanna learn how to hit somebody into the air, and then the second that they bounce off the ground, I know that I can grab them and keep them. Like I don't want to do that. I don't find it fun when Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you go through a whole three characters, like, and they never even get to have an attack. Like, that's not really fun to me. Like, I think to me, the back and forth, the to and fro, that whole dance, that strategy dance, that's what makes me. That's what excites me about a fighting game. Like, can I get you? Before you get me,
Marvel 2. Straight up,
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Like I've played people who have whipped out teams, and if you get caught first, you never get a hit off.
Yeah, like when I really, because like I said, I'm never gonna learn frame, but it was a time that I was like, I'm a try, right?
You don't get a turn of Marvel 2,
bruh.
You get the touch of death. That's what you get.
Touch you, the right person. Pause. If the right person touch you, like you will go for a trip. You will not.
I mean,
ground.
Raijin. If you Raijin when he's in practice at Smash Brothers, if you don't play Smash Brothers and you step up to him, good luck. I don't know how he gets Ganon or I don't know how in practice he is right now, but when he's in his peak. When he's on,
he's on.
He could be rusty and still fuck you up in it. That's the thing. Like he could not play for a long time, but once he picks up the sticks, he's back on. Yeah.
I remember this.
It's always funny whenever he tells me a story about like going to like a random party and someone's like playing Smash Brothers or something. And like they try and talk trash, not knowing who he is, what he is, and they're like, "Oh, I'm really good at this game," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm sure you are." It's like, no, I'm like really good at this game.
Ultimate came out on the Switch. Well, I was bringing my Switch to work every day. And on break and on lunch, we were in the break room or in a conference room. And like I would be on one side of the table. We had other guys who were bringing their Switch to work. And we would literally be sitting there playing Smash Brothers on the Switch on the work Wi-Fi. And this is back when I was working up in Baskin Ridge. So
oh yeah, I remember that. Like that's what we did every lunch, every day at EA. Was one TV was dedicated for Smash Brothers, and the other one was dedicated for I think Mario Kart, and another one was just like, you know, whatever people want to play. But for damn sure, one TV is dedicated for Smash Brothers. No one changed the game. No one changed anything. It was Smash Brothers. It was Smash Brothers. Yep. You grabbed your Monster drink or your Red Line or your Red Bull or your K-Line or whatever.
All right, I want to mention this. APOC, I'm gonna tell you right now, APOC, playing with Hustle and Smash is not like playing with a pro in Smash. No offense, Hustle. But playing against Hustle, you're not a pro.
What you mean?
You're not a pro. That's my point. Like he said, he wasn't bad. You're not a pro, and I'm not a pro. We might be decent, but we're not pros.
No.
Goji Senpai said that. He said, "Let me tell you how Grime used to beat me so bad in Marvel vs. Capcom that getting one win over him was enough for me to have my head held high."
Oh man, we had our buddy Mike knows him. He unfortunately passed away like years ago, but he Sam, he was
right.
Yeah, he was a monster at Street Fighter. I don't know. I've never looked into this claim. He claimed to have actually played an Evo and like knew God, I think he knew. I forget his name. But it doesn't matter. The important thing was that anyone who came in and played Smash, our buddy Chris was real big into Street Fighter, and he thought he was the shit, and he did beat everyone at Street Fighter. Like he was really good. Anyone who came walking into Game Crazy would absolutely just body them.
And Chris is pretty good.
He is.
I will give him that.
And then he met Sam, and and Sam was definitely that next tier. Chris went from being Superman to being like, it was all of a sudden, it was like Sam was like lacing the controller with kryptonite. And Chris was so mad.
Yo, he went from top
like Superman fighting Goku when Goku has kryptonite in his pockets.
Yeah. And like, you know, it made Chris better for sure. But Chris went from being the best of everyone he knows to like
second fiddle.
Yep, having to really work to get a win.
It's almost as bad as when a buddy of ours on PlayStation decided to talk shit to Star, and Star got one of her. I think was it her son? She got her son.
Which one of us was that, Loon?
It was Sandman.
Oh, Sandman, yeah.
Sandman beat Star in Mortal Kombat 11.
First of all,
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was so savage. So she goes and gets her son, and her son whoops his ass.
That's awesome. I love it.
Star and I think it was her boyfriend.
Her husband.
Her husband. Yeah, we could hear them in the background laughing. it was funny.
Fucking died. Oh my god.
Bro, when people say, you know what, I'm gonna get my brother Stars out here. Let me go get my son.
Real quick.
Getting humbled like that is never fun.
Even Goldie Senpai, he said he thought he was hot shit in Injustice 2, and he went to GameStop Hometown Heroes tournament, got washed in the top 16.
Ooh.
I like Injustice, and I wish I was really good at Injustice, bro.
Honestly, that's how you feel.
I like Injustice better than like Mortal Kombat. If you want me to be,
that's how you feel when you and your homeboys play Magic the Gathering, and like you're just top dog out of all your friends in school, and then you go to a tournament and everyone just bends you over their knee.
No. The tournaments where you find out who got the most broken decks.
Right.
You need to find out how shit your deck really is.
Yes.
Right.
Man, you sit there, you show up all bright-eyed and fucking bushy. Sorry for the F-bomb.
Bro,
it's cool. We're out of 10 minutes. So
you show up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and you're like, man, my deck is so good. No one keeps up with it. And then you sit down and it's like, all right, so you're not going to get a turn for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
What?
Literally.
I'm just stack a whole bunch of really messed up
You might as well go ahead and kick your feet up.
Yeah. So let's get into a little bit of other details. So we definitely talked about Tencent owning like 80% of Epic, but they also own 100% of Riot Games at this time. I also want to actually mention that Tencent owns 100% of Riot Games. They also actually own 30% of Larian Studios. Since 2014, they've owned 100% of Riot Games.
Wow.
Yeah,
know that.
Yeah, so like Tencent's operated in the country for a while. Like, I'm not sure if it was before or after they bought Riot. Yeah, like they had a studio up in Boston for a little bit, Stomp Games.
Tencent Boston. Yep.
Yeah. They were called Stomp when I visited. But yeah, Tencent Boston, and then they've been expanding over the years, and Riot was like one of their first big acquisitions, and that really, I think that's probably one of the reasons Riot saw such a huge increase in business. I think that was when they went into China.
Yeah. That's why
that would explain it, and that would explain, honestly, that would explain a lot of their character designs afterwards, because they went more towards like the Asian style character designs, especially with Aphelios. Aphelios and excuse me, I want to say Aphelios, Zaya, and Rakan. The new one who's supposed to be dropping soon. If I butcher the name, chat, I'm sorry, but I think it's Hui. I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Hwei. Hui. Okay. Like a lot of them, and by the way, I love the new beast skins, the new beast themes. But yeah, I did notice that a lot of their characters were gearing more towards like the Asian style designs. And I'm here for it, to be honest with you. But if I'm being honest, the one thing that I am looking forward to, now that I know that, like, now that I fully know that Tencent owns Riot, basically, is that in the market, I would like to see from them a little bit more interaction with the community.
So one thing I will say is this: Tencent feels like they're very hands-off in most of their games and game companies, because they actually own 5% of Ubisoft. They had their hand in Blizzard at one point.
At one point,
I believe, at one point they had their hand in Blizzard and Activision pre-acquisition. I'm not really certain of the details afterwards. Again, we're not going into like the technical details, but
right.
Blizzard, like I said, 80% of Epic, 100% of Riot. They actually have a few other studios out there. 30% of Larian. Larian is the company that the studio that did Baldur's Gate. So I really think that what they're doing is they're putting money in and they're reaping the benefits, rather than like trying to absorb and absolve companies and then alter them. I honestly, I see that as a very, very good and lucrative way to integrate yourself in a wider spread of the market without actually changing the market. I see it as a dangerous and double-edged sword. Because
how do you see it as dangerous?
Monopoly.
I see it as dangerous for a handful of reasons. but not the monopoly. Like that'd be hypocritical of me. Given the current state. That would be very hypocritical of me. No, I also don't think that it's possible. I think the games market is generally speaking very hard to have like a true monopoly because
this is true because it's a creative space.
Yeah, like
right.
It's a creative space, and at the end of the day, if the quality isn't maintained, which is really what monopoly laws are about, it's about damage to the consumer more than anything. Like, if the quality isn't maintained, there's enough other options out there that people can choose from, which I think makes that difficult. For me, the danger to it, and this is kind of more boring, so I don't want to get too into the weeds on this. It's the we talked about this off air, the geopolitical side of it. Like, what if, God forbid, we wind up like the United States goes to war with China or something? Like, what does that look like for Chinese-backed companies? Like, what if what if the U.S. government says like no more funding from China? What does that mean for those studios? How does that work?
And you end up having their companies pull out of our country.
Yeah, before the last 5 years, I don't know that I would have thought about that or cared about that as much. But like, I got real obsessed with like following politics for a little while, and that got me thinking about the games industry from a different perspective. And that was kind of one of those perspectives of like, what does that look like? I think the danger is that having a studio like that has that kind of backing, that is that kind of risk potentially. I would say that would be my bigger concern.
Honestly, if it affected the game industry, not gonna lie, like that would put a damper on a lot of our options and avenues that we could be able to access.
Let me honestly, be 100% clear. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. If something with China were to go down, it would affect us in more than just games. It would also affect us in
the economy,
it would affect us in imports. It would affect us in food. It would affect us in clothes. It would affect us in electronics,
automotives.
But we ain't trying to talk about that here.
Yeah, so, but that's getting more broad. That's getting more broad.
That's. But so like. I definitely understand the dangers of the geopolitical dangers of it as well. But, as far as Tencent, as you can see, we've asked the question, what do you guys think of Tencent? What do you think of Tencent's influence within the games industry now knowing that they own a big chunk of these companies or even small chunks of these companies? What I actually encourage you to do is I actually encourage you to go on Google and just take a couple of minutes and look at some of the companies and corporations that Tencent has put money into, put money behind. Like, I actually completely thought that Larian was considered a independent kind of an indie studio. Especially because the story and the history of Larian and Baldur's Gate 3, like Larian, as we know, I believe did Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. And their last two games were crowdfunded because the studio had done another game first and they had been fighting bankruptcy for a while. So I'm guessing after the crowdfunding for like Divinity Original Sin 2, because they did not crowdfund for Baldur's Gate, but Tencent might have come in and taken a little, done a little investing or bought a little piece of the pie. So that probably helped them when it came to making sure that studio stayed afloat. Not all of the studios that they have some investment in has disclosed how much, so it's a little difficult to get like a real estimation. But there's definitely lists out there with all the companies that Tencent has put their hands into. So, those of you in the chat, just let us know what you think of Tencent. We still got the big news coming. We still got the big conversation coming, but we're going to talk about a couple of other things. Another quick point. And this is rumor mill. So it is rumored for everybody who's into PC gaming. I know that we just recently got onto Windows 11, but it's rumored that we will actually be getting the first builds of Windows 12 for release in June of 2024. this was actually leaked by a Taiwanese financial paper. So it's possible that this could happen, obviously, because we're dealing with finances here. So it's very possible that we could be seeing the first instances of Windows 12 for use in June. So look forward to that.
Yo, I was like, yo, I thought it already came out. I really dead ass thought that Windows 12 had already come out.
No.
Like, how do you so Tones, how do you think that'll affect, you know, a lot of the games that we play right now? Because I remember how, like, with Windows from Windows 10 to 11, there were some games that that didn't really compatibility issues and didn't really transition well.
Let me ask you, what Windows are you on?
I'm on 11.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm on 10.
No.
What?
Yeah, not everybody's changed over to not everybody's changed over to 11 yet. As a matter of fact, Microsoft is actually, and this is another article I saw, this isn't even really a topic today, but Microsoft is actually offering pay for it.
That makes that makes a lot of sense.
I'm not paying for it
because
obviously no Windows 10 support. 10. So you know, Windows 10, just like any other Windows, they're going to put out patches, they're going to put out updates, they're going to put out security updates, things of that nature. So they're offering an additional 3 years of support for those who want to stay on Windows 10 for longer. Just like, got to pay for that extra support.
Like I will say this, like at work when I'm resetting and updating PCs and laptops, all the ones that are default Windows 10, usually I leave them at Windows 10 because the only way to update is if we put like an account on it and then do an update to Windows 11. But I've been I've been just resetting them and just leaving them at factory. But for the ones that are Windows 11, like lately I've just been I'll put an account on it and just like update it. And if a consumer, like if a customer wants it to be like, oh, what do you have that's Windows 11? If I don't have any more Windows 11, I would just tell them straight up, like, look, these are Windows 10, but you can't upgrade them to Windows 11 if you put an account on it.
So it's free to download Windows. Like, you can get Windows 11 on any computer for free. You just got to go on the Windows website or you know, grab a little USB stick and you can get Windows 11. The download is free. The thing that costs about 11 is the license. The activation key. So you can get Windows 11 on any computer, and as long as if it's not activated, obviously you're not going to be able to, you know, change your backgrounds and customize your experience, but it's still a completely perfectly usable version of Windows.
These motherfuckers said,
like, even when I look at mine, like I can go to my about and edition, it's like Windows 11 home. I'm like,
yep,
cool.
Yo, they said with a straight face. You can pay for 3 years of additional service.
He's still on that.
You're actually you actually looked it up, didn't you?
I didn't look it up yet.
Oh, I thought you like went out and looked it up.
Let me see if I can actually be pissed off. Hold on, let me see.
It's not going to actually be pissed off. But yeah, so 1000%. Yeah, we're about to get Windows 12, and some people haven't even changed over from 10 yet. But what I will say is this: with Windows 10, you know we get a good version of Windows every 2 iterations. So they usually say skip over one and then move to the next one. So
that'll be 12.
Like if 10 was good, then 11 was trash. 12 is probably going to be the bomb dropper. You know what I'm saying? 12 is probably going to be the next good version of Windows. So I would definitely, you know, keep your eye out. I mean, I don't really think they're going to be changing Windows too much. Windows 11 looks so similar to Windows 10. It's not even funny as far as I'm concerned. And now the everything kind of just lines up how it's, you know, how it needs to. I'm so used to 11 that it doesn't even matter that they're not on 10 to me anymore.
Right. And like honestly, like when I sit here and think about like what could 12 look like, I have no earthly idea. Like what could you change to make it any more accessible, user friendly, easy to manage and go through? It's easy as hell.
I mean, it's easy because that's what we grew up in now. Like now, transitioning to like a Mac OS is actually a little difficult.
Facts. Very much facts.
Windows because everything is on the opposite side. So, you know, my main concerns and my main priority is going to be Windows 12 and gaming. Like, how long is it going to be before, you know, we as gamers are going to be able to switch over to Windows 12 and not have to worry about compatibility issues?
Yeah.
So, you know,
because I remember having that problem with my Lenovo all them years ago when 11 dropped, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna upgrade to 11."
Dropped like 2 years ago.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I tried to upgrade my Lenovo to 11, and I was like, "All right, how about this? I'm gonna upgrade to 11, and then start up some Warframe and play some Warframe on my Lenovo." It immediately crashed.
Side note: Warframe, if you haven't played it, it's amazing. Especially if you haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah. Like, if you thought Warframe was like on, if you thought Warframe was on one, like what, 4 months ago, 3 months ago?
What was it? The last update? Not the last update. What was it? Because I know people probably play Warframe. I know that we went off on a tangent, but like people probably play Warframe, like especially you started like day one type shit.
Yeah,
jumping, you just shooting and moving. Like that game is so in depth now.
The story, the different modes that they incorporated. The War Within.
Yo, that was a story.
I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't played since what's the Second Dream? If you haven't played since Second Dream,
yeah,
man, get on it. So serious. They've gone deep in the story too. They've even regressed in the story, and you're learning more about like what's it called, before the void and whatnot with the crack.
Yeah,
like they've gone even further back. Like if you thought Stalker was your worst enemy before, man,
yeah, like he's not.
He ain't nothing no more.
Without spoiling it, like
Stalker's just a farm now. That's it. Stalker's just a farm for his parts and weapons.
APOC said you got to see what they're doing about multiple accounts.
Oh, you talking about with Warframe?
Insane.
So I remember they got cross save now, because I remember at one point they did have that problem where people were getting mad that Warframe, like they were only giving you a week at the beginning of the year when they would release it on a new console for you to integrate your account to the next console, and they only gave you a week to do it out of the whole year. You had to do it then. If you didn't do it then, you're out of luck. You'd have to start a new account. And that was trash because I tried to do it on a Switch.
Yeah, he said they had a PlayStation account. So
I had to look that wild shit up.
What wild shit?
Fucking paying for Windows 10 updates.
I wasn't lying, right?
I was wondering what his face was for. I thought
it was lying, right?
Bro.
Look, it's so bad that his internet decided to leave him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so upset that his whole computer just gave up the ghost. Like,
I don't know something like right now. Shit's wild.
Yo, that's how does it make you feel, Russell?
Like I got fucked over. Why do I expect less from Microsoft?
They give you free upgrades. Just move to 11.
Right.
Man, if 11's stable and not gonna take games.
It's been stable for a good year now.
Yeah, like everything I've done since July of 2022 has been on 11 when I got this computer.
Yeah, then I'll do it then.
All the games that I've played, like, they work fine. No issues. So, there's actually news, big news for those who are fans of Dragon Age. I don't know if any of you guys have played Dragon Age. I played Dragon Age when it first came out. Dragon Age Inquisition. I think the only one I think I did play Dragon Age 2. Do I still have Dragon Age 2?
Dragon's Dogma Age.
Anyway, Inquisition is right here next to me. So anyway, APOC said they black screened you for not updating your controller. So what did you expect? Right? But anyway, back to Dragon Age. So Dragon Age has actually just dropped a teaser trailer for Dragon Age Dreadwolf. That's going to be their new game. They've dropped a teaser trailer. I don't know how many of you have already seen it yet, but you know how Dragon Age does, and obviously, in having something like Dragon Age Dreadwolf is just going to change the face of the RPG market. Is Dragon Age an RPG?
Can we pull it up?
Nope. Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're not doing this right now. Hustle, don't feed into it. And Loon, rein him in.
Can we pull up the trailer?
Hold on, I'll pull up the trailer right now. Let's see.
While y'all you know, you can share. We can.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody. I'm gonna let everybody see it.
But yeah, while y'all looking this up, like anything BioWare with trailers, I just don't care. Like when is this?
Burned by that Andromeda, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
you know what's messed up? You know what's messed up? I own Andromeda, right? Played it for 30 minutes.
Ooh.
Played it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and I gave it up. Like,
I will say this: if this new Dragons,
did you share your screen?
Wow, this new Mass Effect brings up like.
I say
all they gotta do to get in good graces is show Commander Shepard. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Nope. Or just excommunicate Andromeda from the entire series and just end it at 3.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Dragon Age Dreadwolf trailer queued up right now. And so what we're gonna do is we're actually going to be showing you guys the Dragon Age Dreadwolf trailer, and we can talk about it. And obviously, this is going to be our last one before we actually get into what everybody want to talk about. You know, that GTA 6 trailer and that GTA 6 React. We were going to do go live and do a reaction. I said we should make it a video. Things happen. Everybody's schedule got messed up. Nothing happened from us, so we're here to talk about it tonight. We're going to get into that.
Oh crap.
Okay. Anyway, here goes Dragon Age Dreadwolf without any further ado. Well, apparently, apparently it was said that they can't hear it. So
they can't hear it, really? Okay.
Yeah. Did you have the source shared with audio? Oh, he said it was super low.
Oh, super low. Oh, that's different. All right, one more time. Let me see.
I'm gonna be honest. That voice at the end with that message at the end kind of made me feel like I was listening to Vel'Koz tell me that being disintegrated and turned into data would be good for me.
Did you fix the volume, Loon? Should I play it again?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Because like this, FYI, this is like the first time we actually like doing this whole thing live. We've been practicing, but first time doing it live. But we should be good now, Tom. Go ahead.
Okay. So just for those, because you guys couldn't hear it, I'm gonna play it one more time. This is the Dragon Age Dreadwolf trailer. Again, they're gonna have, as you saw in the trailer, full reveal coming summer of 2024. But for now, we know that we're getting a Dragon Age Dreadwolf.
We fight for everyone, and we always will. The crows rule Antiva.
Glory to the risen gods. They come to deliver this world.
Grey Wardens don't hide in our castle. I won't ask good soldiers to turn tail and run.
All the world will soon share the peace and comfort of my reign.
All right, he said it was perfect that time. So
look at that production manager, bro. Oh, go ahead.
That was Dragon Age Dreadwolf, and as you can see, it's a lot of voices. It's a lot of there was just a lot of talking, but it did showcase some new locations. So that's things. If you know the Dragon Age story, then you know that you're gonna have some locations, and it was showing quite a bit of maps. So that's enough of a teaser right there. It looks like there's gonna be a large area that we're gonna be exploring. Obviously, you had a couple of party members that were talking. So I
didn't recognize anybody from
Inquisition. Right. That's what I'm saying. So there's definitely some things to be pulled from there. But before we get into what we're really getting into, first of all, I don't see Hustle anymore. He bounced. I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway. They
updated to Windows 11.
News, and this is weird news, right? So apparently it's also been said that GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas are going to be coming to Netflix gaming this month. So, as you know, Netflix is I wasn't talking to you, Bixby. As you know, gaming, and with Netflix gaming, trying to do that live stream similar to as a part of Netflix gaming, I think is a good way for them to go and break into it, especially with the drop of the GTA 6 trailer. What do you guys think of Netflix doing games?
Like, are they doing the Grand Theft Auto that I guess the other studio did the remake of? Or
I don't know.
Dungeon Man.
Do Ballad of Gay Tony, and I'll play it.
I don't know. They said that port was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, they said that the port was like.
The port was bad when it came out, but they've been doing. I heard
the remastered versions.
Yeah, the remastered versions.
Oh yeah, those things were doo doo.
Yeah, how would you play it?
I mean, honestly, like the only Grand Theft Auto that I really enjoyed was one, Vice City, and two, the campaign. Yes, I enjoyed it. Okay, Hustle.
You didn't enjoy San Andreas?
No, wait, damn it. I enjoyed San Andreas. Okay, and I enjoyed the campaign for 5. I never, ever played 5 live, the online. I refused, honestly.
And he wonders why we don't play Call of Duty with him. So anyway, time traveling.
It's fair. No, I'm sorry. It's fair. Like, if you ain't willing to play GTA 5 online with the homies, then they have no need to play Call of Duty with you.
Yeah, bro, you gotta do
that. None of you asked me to even play online with you. If you asked, I'd play with you. But like, as far as like doing it as a hobby,
so it doesn't matter. I'm a PlayStation billionaire.
After saying that, you make me want to uninstall Call of Duty.
Are you telling me Are you telling me that GTA 5 online is not cross play?
No.
What?
Oh, well,
This is
damn.
before the age of
Rockstar.
crossplay. GTA 5 has been out since 2013.
Anyway, as far as Netflix goes, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be biased. Like, here's the deal, right? Like, I have an inherent bias in that I've been a Xbox fanboy for, as some would say, for a long time. I just like what Microsoft does, and I obviously I have the ties to Activision Blizzard. So being as objective as I can, it feels like they're trying to get into a race for something. Sorry, my dogs are fighting right now, and no Mike Vick. My dogs are roughhousing. Roughhousing. What tones? What I do?
They're being rambunctious.
What tones?
No Mike
Anyway.
Vick. That's funny.
Anyway, what? Anyway,
The worst thing we said here. It's far from the worst thing It's far from the worst thing that has
it's fine.
That's a YouTube short.
I'm from Philadelphia. What? I'm from
No,
Philadelphia.
Mike
He was my
Vick. No,
quarterback
Mike
for a while. I can do that. Anyway, I'm from the team that gave him a second chance. We're good. Anyway, so don't act like I'm not right. Anyway, so what I was saying is, I think it's kind of difficult to get into the market, like if you don't offer something unique. But I think that the advantage Netflix has over like an Amazon Luna, because Amazon's doing their cloud service still. Luna is still a thing. It still exists. And they charge separate than Prime. I think the advantage Netflix is going to have over other people is they already have a pretty high install base in the country. So getting people to try games is not a bad idea. But I'll have to see what the quality looks like before I have like a real opinion on it. I think it's a good idea on their part. I don't know what it's going to look like realistically.
If it is something like, I guess, like Stadia, I just don't. Would they sell another?
What? That's the thing though. It's not going to be like Stadia, right? So like when I say like Stadia, I'm wrong. I mean like Luna. Luna is more of a rental. Stadia was you purchase it. You had like the Stadia Pass you had, but it's really kind of like Luna and Game Pass are already in a way trying to be the Netflix for games. Netflix is just trying to be Netflix with the addition of games.
Right.
So like it does make sense. Like
you
when
pay
other
extra per month, and you're going to get access to games, and you're going to be able to stream the games similar to how you would stream them, like APOC does on Game Pass.
That's exactly it. It's just going to be through Netflix now. And the way it works is most TVs now, right? Like you go buy a smart TV from Best Buy for like $150. It's going to come preloaded with apps. It'll have the Netflix app. It'll have the Xbox Game Pass app, more than likely. It may even have the Amazon Luna app on there. Those are compatible with Bluetooth controllers. So like you can actually go and take a whole ass Xbox controller, or probably at this point a PlayStation 5 controller, and you can actually pair that with your TV in a lot of cases these days. So you don't need to have anything additional. Like if you already have an Xbox or something, you just pair your controller up to it, then you triple tap the button to sync between your Xbox or your TV, whatever you want to switch to. Or if you don't already have that and you're buying a TV, this is where Game Pass is like, I think kind of hoping to do. If you're buying a new TV, the idea is that eventually you'll have salespeople who are trying to upsell. No, I don't think so.
No, you did.
Alone. We the only ones. What has happened?
Your internet's going in and out. Is what's happening.
Yeah. It's just you.
What has happened? Alone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
hear you.
What happened to everybody else?
Ignore him. It's fine. Anyway.
Hold on. We'll talk.
I'm joking.
Keep going.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So we're still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
What's going on, man?
I'm just seeing me and you. I don't hear everybody else.
Oh, I'm not even talking.
I'm literally just seeing you and I in chat right now.
Carry on, time.
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll talk with Tom. I'm gonna put you on mute real quick. But yeah, go ahead, Tom. Keep going.
Yeah, sorry. Where was I? So God, I got lost in this. So forget I said anything. We're good. Unless you.
What in the world is going on?
No, I know. I forgot what I was saying. Is what I'm saying. So like, yeah, like I got distracted by
Amazon is going to be doing a live stream. They're going to be Netflixing not Amazon, but you said new TVs are going to probably.
Yeah. All right. So the new TVs. Sorry about that. My distraction brain kicked in. So I think they're kind of banking on like you're going to have salespeople that come in, and when people are buying TVs, like they're upselling controllers and stuff with the TVs. So even people who don't have game consoles are just going to have controllers with their TVs at some point. It's kind of what the hope is. Like you're not going to have a need to buy a console or anything, and Netflix will just work in that ecosystem.
It sounds not bad at all.
Yeah, it's kind of the like this goes into the whole conversation of like the end of physical media. I feel like at some point in time, and I hope it's not any time in the next 5 years, but I feel like at some point in time, most people won't even have consoles at some point. It'll probably be through like a TV or
PC
or a PC or something, and it's just cloud streamed.
PC Master Race.
It's just where it's going, but we need better internet infrastructure for that to be realized.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, in the U.S. That's
yeah.
Because
there's definitely some decent infrastructures out there, but I think that
in the U.S. it ain't wonderful.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it's about time that we all address the elephant in the room. It's 10 o'clock. So we can get ourselves between a half an hour to an hour. And, Royce, I'm sorry you never finished San Andreas. That seems kind of sad.
I was looking at that and I was like, man.
You got stuck on the train mission.
And, what I'm going to do now is we're actually going to show live the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. This is the big news of the week. So I'm going to share the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. We are going to all watch it together, and then we can talk about it, and I can actually give you some news about it. So before I get into showcasing the trailer, I just want to let you know that this trailer itself has actually now officially set records in the Guinness Book of World Records. I'll go over the information after we play the trailer. So here we go.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
She cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is alone.
Who's back? The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
I'm
All right,
so excited.
I want to
for
say
that.
this now. All right, I'm gonna say this now.
Hey,
Preach on, man. Preach on.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably the only reason why I'm gonna get a PlayStation 5.
I understand. You know, cause we the best.
Like I love Spider-Man.
that is admirable.
Too. So in the meantime, let me just build this up a little bit. So as you can see, we've just revealed the GTA 5 trailer, although Rockstar revealed it like
a day early,
2 days ago. So we got a 2025 release date. It has been confirmed that right now that release stands for PlayStation and Xbox. No release date for PC has been
Allegedly,
confirmed.
it's fiscal year
It could
2025,
potentially be
which means that it could come out.
25, all
Which
the
means
way
it could
up until
probably come out
March
the end
30th
of
2026.
2024, possibly.
No. Fiscal year
fiscal.
25 is April of 2025 to March 30th of 2026.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to say from that trailer,
Oh.
yo, they did the Florida like.
They did Florida. They did Florida
Yeah.
down bad, but they was accurate as hell.
That is Miami. Like that is currently Miami.
dog.
Apparently,
When I saw the alligator, and I was in my head, I was like, throw it through a Wendy's. Throw it through a Wendy's.
Oh God! Apparently, a lot of that stuff was actually based off of like real stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it happened.
We had the
All of
Florida
that
Man
happened.
game.
Oh man, I know
Bro.
we did, but like, I love it. It's just the
Yeah,
trailer
Florida Man
is
and
just
Florida woman.
the
So
trailer is
let me
just.
give you guys a little bit of
Working
backstory.
on the truck, on the car.
Let me give you guys a little bit of
motion work on that.
let me give you guys a little bit of insight, a little bit of story, because I want to try to have a little bit of conversation that most people might not know. So first and foremost, as you can see, we got no PC release confirmed yet. So we also know that GTA 6's trailer has officially broken a YouTube record as the most viewed video game reveal on YouTube in 24 hours with 90 million views.
It's currently sitting at 113 million.
Right. But
Which is
within
insane.
24 hours, 90 million views. It is also a world record holder for the most viewed non-music YouTube video, surpassing Mr. Beast by 30 million views, who was the previous world record holder according to Guinness World Records.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah.
You know he gonna try and updo that.
You can't. It's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Unless he decides to do Grand Theft Auto in real life, that ain't.
It's Mr. Beast.
You're not beating that.
Grand Theft Auto in Florida.
I'm
in
just
real
saying
life.
I'm just saying that man got views off of destroying a Ferrari.
Nah,
This is great.
They ain't different.
This is Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, do you
Did
not
watch that
realize?
video that he got all those views on?
The destroying the freaking Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was sad on the inside. I was
Here's the
sad.
thing.
Dropping a Lamborghini into a shredder.
We haven't had a new
that
Grand
was
Theft Auto.
sad.
We haven't had a new Grand Theft Auto in like 10 years.
It's been 10 years.
Mhm.
Literally 10
People
years
been-
now.
People been
March
waiting for this. We've been waiting for this shit. We've heard the rumors, which actually a lot of them turned out to be true with the whole two protagonists and a female protagonist. That ended up being true. Motherfuckers have been waiting for this shit. There's nothing that's gonna beat this in terms of like the views of a trailer. Like unless 10 years from now, Grand Theft Auto 7 is revealed. That's like the only thing that's gonna end up topping this.
Now, I also want to say that
RIP
all of the footage that we saw in that trailer was actually entirely in-game footage showcasing Rockstar's new Rage engine.
Yeah.
So everything in there was in-game footage, all the way down to the social media cell phone video. If you've noticed, a lot of that was like built on and based off of people recording things and putting it on TikTok and Instagram. Like it had that what is that vertical frame?
Yeah.
So it's a portrait style. It had that portrait style framing to it. So yeah, a lot of that is basically. I think it's going to parody real society really closely.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like to say, like the models for, because most of the time, like black people's hair and like your hair is real detailed.
On that one. This one,
that one,
bruh.
I mean, you got three lockheads right now.
Like,
yeah,
them like the dreadlocks,
they did it. They really did it.
Cause how they usually have locks looking in games.
Be dusty as hell,
bro.
They be dusty.
Maybe good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that Baldur's Gate's locks look good.
That's amazing.
Baldur's Gate's hairstyles look really good, especially on PC.
Gaming's getting better. A lot of it was I don't know why a lot of that happened. I'm not sure if it was like technical or if it was just a lack of diversity in the industry. That
I'm going with the latter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it was probably a lack of diversity in world. It's been really cool seeing how diverse the industry's been becoming over the last decade or so.
Honestly, it's been really cool seeing how diverse the country as a whole has been coming, especially like what I just read up on last night, the Crown Act, because I started reading through that. Love it.
The Crown Act. Yeah,
if you haven't, if you're not up to speed with that, look up the Crown Act and look up how the fact that that's about to change a lot of African Americans' lives when it comes to the workforce and your job and the potential jobs that you can get.
More on to the fact too, to add on to that, which is still within the realm of this, is like, let's talk about the character models for that. If that's in game, and those are all the. Bro? It mimics real life so much in terms of like you have different shades of black people throughout the trailer. Yep. Like it's not just one specific tone. There's like I counted at least like 5 different shades of black people in that trailer alone.
Yep.
Which is insane. I rarely say in games now. But to see that in Grand Theft Auto is like, whoa. And then there's different body types and everything too. You got like a super buff guy on the beach and a super thick woman on the beach, and then you have like really thick women on the beach. Like, yo,
then you saw the girl on top of the car twerking.
I mean,
bro,
in the strip club.
Yo,
like,
girl, can you imagine the strip club
twerking? Like, yeah, they did it.
When they reveal,
go ahead.
When they reveal the Grand Theft Auto Online 2 or whatever they're gonna call it for this, I think one of the biggest complaints, at least from what I hear from women who play Grand Theft Auto Online, is that they hated the character models from this. Ladies, if this is what the female models are gonna look like in the Grand Theft Auto Online, y'all have been blessed now. That's insane.
And also, that's gonna give female players the utmost sky is the limit opportunities to customize their characters to be literally you. You can literally make yourself in Grand Theft Auto.
That's gonna be cool. It's definitely gonna be really cool.
Yes, to like the details of like what other NPCs.
Yeah, this is
what they be doing in the background. Like I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah, like
Look at that
realistic hair. Like look at the population density on the beach there. Like, do you know what it takes to have to do the density? And obviously, right
look
there,
at the ray tracing on the reflections on the water from the flamingos.
Yeah. Like Everglades is going to be a thing, fan boats.
Bro, look at the Geechee, bro.
Wait. Hey, go back for a minute. Go back for a minute to old boy with the goals and a lot.
It doesn't look like it's a play. It's an actual.
Yeah.
That's how people
look.
That's
especially in Florida.
Yep. Wait for it. Pause it right.
The fucking
there.
Like
old school Denzel Curry type shit.
Like it don't feel like a character. It feels like You can walk.
That feels like
real.
That feels like you literally got a guy from Florida
in GTA Online, like, and you know that they're gonna update or put out a new GTA Online along with this because GTA Online is what enabled them to be in business and to allow GTA 5 to live as long as it did.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. I hope they focus on actually delivering expansions to the main story this time.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Like,
if they do that, dog, I'm buying it.
Like, I really enjoy.
Anyway,
I really enjoyed GTA 5. Like GTA 5 was awesome, but like it was such a disappointment when they cut the DLC for it because of how much online took off. Like I liked online, but like
I'm cool with online, but give me more.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know what? And I'll go a step further. I probably would have even been cool with online if I know they wound up adding a few more heists, but like, man, I would have loved to have like more heists.
I would have loved to be able to make more money quicker. I don't want to have to race people and I don't want to have to do that in order to feel like I can make money to provide for myself in your online economy.
They also didn't get
I heard something, and I have to look into this, but I heard rumors that apparently they're going to have crypto in GTA 6. I do not know how true that is. It's a rumor. I want to look into it. It's unsubstantiated as far as I'm concerned, but someone that I was talking to recently was very convinced that's a thing. So I want to investigate that.
Well, we know what happens when leakers get their hands on Grand Theft Auto 6 and Rockstar properties, because that's actually why this trailer came out a whole day ahead of time, because
that's frustrating.
Threw the whole shit up.
Trailer, and they had a ugly watermark over the middle of it. When we were supposed to get the trailer at 9 a.m. Eastern on yesterday. And so somebody leaked it. So when that leak came out, Rockstar said, you know what? Push the button. Go look at the real one. Don't look at that leak. They just dropped it early. Like, the developers were upset. A lot of these developers did not even get the chance to see this trailer on their own before that, like they were waiting to see it with us. They wanted the entire world to see it together. And so for somebody to take that work and leak it just on the internet, it was a travesty.
I was reading
some of the GTA 6 new features, the new vehicles and areas, hovercrafts and yachts, and the bridges and far off islands. It's been confirmed that the GTA 6 map will be far bigger than Los Santos, and players will be they'll be able to travel to new islands using new vehicles.
Well, the new islands are going to be the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
So if you know anything about, like, if you look at a map of South Florida, so the bottom of Florida is like this, right?
Yep.
Miami is over here. And you got Tampa and Fort Lauderdale and, Miami Beach. You got a nice little cluster of cities down in that area. But once you go past like Miami, a little bit to the west of Miami, it's Everglades. Like almost the entire bottom of Florida is Everglades. And then when you go below Miami, you go below the Everglades, like there's one highway, I believe it's Route 1, that literally goes and stretches down, and then you have a whole like series or cluster of islands that just stretch out, and that one highway goes through Miami all the way down through each one of those islands, and those islands are the Florida Keys. So I believe that they're really going to do their utmost to kind of model this into pretty much all of South Florida.
Right.
So on the convo of leaks, I gotta tell you, they really annoy me.
Leaks?
Yeah, they annoy me. I have such little respect for people who call themselves journalists who make a living off of leaks. I have such little respect for the people who actually go and leak the stuff for clout. It's such a selfish act to do these things. Like, the belief is that people have a right to know these things, and it's like, no, like, you don't. Like, if you don't own your favorite game franchise, you might own the copy of the game that you buy, but you don't own the franchise. Like, you're a fan, like, people appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who's ever played anything I've ever worked on. It's so nice. But like, I don't work, by example, I don't work on Gears of War anymore. I have no right, as a fan, as someone who worked on, I have no right to know anything that happens in that game anymore until Gearbox until Epic, not Epic. God, I'm so freaking tired right now. Until Microsoft, the coalition finally come out and make an announcement. I have no right to know anything. Right. You know, and the same thing goes with any of these things. So like, when I see something like the Grand Theft Auto thing happen, it just makes me so freaking mad, because that watermark was a crypto watermark, as I understand, for someone to leak to their wallet. Yeah, it was someone trying to make money for doing the leaks. Yeah, like, people are so scummy when it comes to this stuff. Like, you couldn't wait 12 hours. It's so stupid. And like, you know, I understand the natural wanting to know more information. I have been guilty of that throughout my life, 100%. But like, over time, you start to, like, when you start to listen to what other game developers say time and time again, where they express how disheartened they are and how upset they are, like, at what point, like, do you just stop, and at what point do you realize that you're causing damage to people? Like, I understand it's small, it's petty, it's stupid, right? Like, in some people's minds, but like, for them, it's everything. For them,
that they worked hard on.
The people, this is their last 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. For them, it's the last 10 years. They wanted to share a moment with the people that they have become closest to. For some of these people, they've spent more time with these people, you know, through pandemics, through major world events,
than their own families.
You know, with their own families. And someone robbed them of a moment that, you know, was meant to be something that was a memory they look back on.
Ironically, you know, they wanted to share with us too.
Yeah. It's right. It's just so freaking selfish.
Now you want to make money off of it too.
I will say that I think that whoever leaked this one, instead of them being the hero, they were the GOAT. Because the GOAT. You have the hero and the GOAT, not the GOAT, the greatest of all time. The GOAT, as in the butt of the joke, or the, you know, the bad guy. The hero and the GOAT.
They're the ass.
Wouldn't that be a donkey?
Yeah, they were the ass.
Donkey's an ass.
Yeah,
donkey.
A donkey's an ass, but
donkey.
The phrasing goes, you can be either the hero or the GOAT.
I've never heard that
either
saying.
way, they're an asshole.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that. I ain't even gonna hold
you. Like,
I heard it.
It always makes me go into the mind frame of like, why? Like, why? I
mean, for clout.
How miserable do you have to be? Like, I genuinely think. I don't even, man. Look, I think it's partially clout, partially you're miserable. You have nothing going on in your life other than doing shit like this.
But why do you chase clout? You're right. Because probably because you're a little bit, because you want attention, probably because you're a little miserable. Like, you're right. You know, you're absolutely right. But you're answering your own question of like, why do they do it? It's like, well, because they're chasing clout and they're miserable.
Misery.
Don't get me wrong. Like, don't get you wrong. Seeing when I first saw the alpha footage, I was like, oh shit, it actually does exist. Cool. But then I also thought about it in the second. I was like, damn, you really, like, out of all the things you could have done with that ability to reach into stuff like that, you chose to just leak alpha footage of Grand Theft Auto 6.
Well, I mean, the way they went about
the
way they went about getting this stuff wasn't even super, like wasn't even something they could use their skills for good for. It was social engineering. Like, I don't know that you can use your skills for good with that when it comes to this kind of thing. Like,
bruh, that is wild.
Bro, 10,
wild.
10 out of 10, bro.
10. And then, and look, that's a post. That's a social media post. Like, look at the caption. That's someone's like social media handle with a follow. That's being done from a camera within the game.
If you notice too, one of those posts, it looks like they have some kind of like equivalent of like the City Girls too. If you look
right,
there's one post it's like two women. It's like they clearly are supposed to be the City Girls. Or
look at her hair though. Look at the ombre of her hair. Look at the color, how it transitions from the black to the brown. Like the detail, the hair moving in the wind.
Look at the detail that they gave the tattoos on her melanated skin.
I mean, even like even the fine detail on the fishnet's pretty impressive.
The detail of the fishnet, like look how the fishnet literally contours with the shape of her thighs and into her calves.
In the heels too, like actual fucking heels.
Oh,
like actual heels, not like the five.
You can even see her toes, bro.
No, this is.
You know what's really?
You even saw the cake moving.
You know, hold on. You know what's crazy, real quick?
See, look, best song out right now. Long time out shit.
You know what's absolutely nuts in all of these things we're talking about? How quickly really good lighting became so normal. We're not even commenting on how good the lighting and stuff looks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
We did talk about the reflections of the flamingos in the water.
I missed that. And whatnot.
I missed that. I popped out for a second.
The car customization too.
Oh my god! This game looks so good.
Look at all the lights in the buildings too.
Right.
You know how when they first pitched like PlayStation, we supposed to have like PlayStation 5, we supposed to have like this next gen.
Bro, the alligator in the fucking convenience store.
I think we finally got here, boys.
I can't get over this fucking alligator.
I know how I'm robbing a store.
Yo.
I wonder that like a random event, like you might be actually in the store buying something and an alligator just.
That's Florida. That's Florida.
Yeah, I heard that.
That is Florida.
I heard alligator interactions are quite normal down there.
I hate Miami, but this made me like, damn.
If it's normal that's crazy. I know.
Now this is what I'm looking forward to right here. Right here. This is what I'm looking forward to. Not the naked man running out the street.
You mean the hurricane?
The hurricane. I want to see the dynamics and the effects.
Dynamic weather systems.
Yes, like I'm looking
forward to that. There were supposed to be disasters that happened during the game. And
that's like world events, like online too.
The reflection of the water on the ground.
So what you're telling me is we're going to be having some adventures eventually where we're in the middle of
during a hurricane,
a 5-star police chase during a hurricane.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I wonder how the roads would be like.
And I think that's the name. I think that's also the names of one of the cities, Leonida.
Leonida is the name of the state.
Oh, okay. So it's Leonida. Oh,
basically,
all right.
It's based off of Ponce de Leon.
Oh God, Florida. Planet Leonida, man. I just caught that. Oh my God.
Oh, so they took
the island off of Florida, and they took Leon off of Ponce de Leon.
Yeah. So Leonida.
So yeah, that's the state, Vice City, Leonida.
Jesus Christ, man! Yeah, go to the one shot that's like the daytime skyline of the city. It's just like, bro, there's so much character in everybody.
They even got the tough mudder.
Oh, they got that. That's that Red Dead 2 mud.
Right.
That's the Red Dead Redemption 2 mud physics, because that shit was crazy in that.
That is wild.
I gotta eventually get Red Dead for PC.
Oh, look at that. We got crazy grandma with 2 hatchets.
It's insane. This is why I'm not shocked that they were able to do this, because just how expansive and big Red Dead Redemption 2 is. Like, if you really sit down and play that shit, especially on PC, you see
look at the trash on the ground.
Oh shit, it's true.
Look at the El Camino.
It's insane.
God, got her wearing a muumuu.
Yeah.
She outside a nightgown, bro.
If that ain't
That's a whole nightgown with hammers.
see, that to me looked like a custom character for GTA Online.
That guy with the tattoos.
That definitely
Yeah.
1000% looked like
Yes.
a GTA
Yes.
Online custom character.
Yeah, straight up.
Bro look like he tried to make the Joker.
Right.
Oh, y'all don't know that's based off a real person, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
based off a real person. Somebody went to jail. Like he called. I think he called himself what is it, Jaw or something, some weird shit. But that's
Well,
based off a real person.
he looks like a very lovely man. He looks like someone. He looks like someone you could sit down, maybe have a beer with. I think.
And get
I
your
think
face
it's
chewed
good.
off later on
Well,
Basalt.
I mean, listen, man. Why we got to go to the bath salts?
Y'all remember the bath salt epidemic, bro? That was
Yep,
wild.
see?
That's gonna
Yep.
pop up. That's gonna pop up too.
It got to.
Wait. Cops fail to stop thugs on motorbikes terrorizing Vice City.
I wonder if we're gonna have what's his name? Tommy? What's the last protagonist?
Michael.
That's gonna be hard because
Michael,
Ray
right?
Liotta's dead.
I don't want his Michael going like just.
I want
old.
Trevor.
I want to know if they're
want
gonna mention
Trevor.
Tommy at any point.
Not Michael, not from the lag. I'm talking about from
Vice City.
Oh, you
Yeah,
talking about
Vice
Vice City, Tommy?
yeah, Tommy.
Tommy. Yeah.
But this
Well-
is also going to be in the 2020s. Vice City was in the 80s.
But he can be old.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the only problem is that Ray Liotta has passed,
Oh,
and he was the voice of Tommy. I mean, they could find someone to voice Tommy.
Nah, they
Right.
'Cause Tommy didn't die. He won. He got
Bro,
rich.
look at him. Look at his character design, dog. That is, bro.
That is crazy.
that
that
is
is dope.
wild.
The fact that you can see him, you got the reflection of the tail light on his.
Yo,
arm.
look
You
at the
got
detail in the
head.
shirt too. It's
got-
like all the
Yeah.
wrinkles in it and everything, how it hangs on his body. And then you
Yeah.
see the details in the face. It's like, bro,
Bro,
what
look at the billboard. Look at the billboard in the back. Who hurt you?
right?
Like,
I
dog.
love it.
Is it true that GTA 6 has a $2 billion budget just for this game alone?
What? I mean, I believe it.
Wow.
I mean, we did the Dapka math the other day on like, yeah, I would believe it. If you
too.
factor in like a 10-year development cycle with a couple hundred
Go
person,
backwards
if
to
not,
like that one shot of all the buildings. I'm sorry.
if you were to, yeah, I'd believe it. If it was a 10-year game
It's
with
further down the line.
a fairly large team with rent in New York City and other places, yeah, I would 100% if the number came out of $2 billion budget.
Bruh,
It sounds
look
like a
at
lot,
that
but
detail.
I'd believe it. Making
That
games
looks
is
very gorgeous.
expensive.
That looks
I hope they
gorgeous.
won't, drop the story like I was talking about earlier. Just keep the story, like the single player story. Just keep adding stuff onto it.
Yeah, look at that shot.
The problem is that
That's gorgeous.
they got to make money for Rockstar.
It's
Right.
People
GTA
will buy
Online
it.
made money with shark cards and things of that nature. They're still selling shark cards today.
bro. This is like one of the most beautiful.
I mean,
in-game
but they
games I've ever
did
seen.
continue the story a little bit through multiplayer.
Yes.
Bro,
That's
bro, you see the biplane up at the top with the banner?
Yep.
I heard that there's going to be another version of the Dodo.
Wait, what?
The Dodo, the biplane, the little plane with that handled terribly,
Right,
with
right.
the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard there's going to be one of those.
Oh, that's
I
gonna
just
be
can't wait
dope.
to see all the cars. The cars are gonna be so sick. Oh my
Yes,
God.
man, the
Oh my
customization
God.
to be doing with
Yo,
cars.
and if you I want modification too. Car modification. Like,
Bro,
give me that shit
I
too.
swear to God, like if we could do customization, and this is in the what you said 2020s?
Yeah, it's going to be modern day.
All the cars that we have now,
2025.
all the customizations that we can do.
Although there was a rumor that you could go back into the 80s or some shit like that, but I
I
don't think that's happening.
It's a shot in this trailer somewhere. It's like shows like some 1980 Ferraris. It's like two of them. It's a red and white one.
Talking about the one that's right behind the Porsche in the car meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It comes
right
up.
here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the classic cheetah.
but that's a Porsche 911 behind it. Well, it's supposed to be Porsche 911.
That's the Porsche Carrera GT, isn't it?
It's a Carrera.
Yeah, that's the Carrera GT. But then you have in front of it, you have the Ferrari. Oh God, the equivalent of whatever.
They might not go back in time then,
bro.
Yeah, no, that's just a classic version.
L.
Then you got your Challenger, you got your Benz.
Yeah, that's just somebody who has a classic version of the Cheetah.
Right.
But that was like a photo.
I'm waiting for the doggone. Right? I'm waiting for the motorcycles, dog. I'm waiting for the motorcycles.
Y'all see that Ocean View Hotel right there?
Yep. Hotel Dixon. Bro, if I walk down the streets and it's just full of people like that, oh my God. And then look like I was talking about with the diversity.
The diversity.
Body diversity over there with 3 women. None of them are built the same.
Yep. Even if you look at their shading, honestly, the one on the left, far left, the thick one, she's lighter than the other 2.
Yeah. Then there's the one with the red shorts on right there. She's
over here. Yeah. Well, she got the headlights from the car on her though.
Yeah, true, but I think she's lighter than them. I could be wrong, but
she might be. And look at the hobo on the side. On the side, look at him.
I think that's the iguana
on his shoulder.
I think it's an iguana because there's iguanas in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Because someone decided that it was a grand idea to bring a couple of iguanas over to Florida, and now they just overrun the shit. No, literally, that's what happened. Same with the monkeys that live in Florida too.
The what is it? The NPC density in it, like
yeah. So I read that too. Apparently, they upped the density in GTA 6.
Somebody shit finna blow up.
Yeah, because the alpha footage I was seeing, the alpha footage that I was seeing where it takes place in the strip club, bro, that shit is packed full of people.
And I hear that
footage, it was packed.
I hear that clubbing is actually like a thing you do commonly in the game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Now look at him. Go back to that shot. On the,
did you notice the bridge from True Lies?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now go back.
This is
the shot on the rooftop. The shot on the rooftop you just left.
I love Grand Theft Auto.
Right there. Right there.
I'm sorry. I love Grand Theft Auto.
Bro. Look at old boy over here. Bro, look at the different tones.
Did you see Hustle Simmons on TikTok created a little GIF basically saying this is how your boss is gonna be looking out of the window the day GTA 6 comes out.
If you haven't, guys, check out my TikTok. I'll post a little GTA 6 meme.
This is your granddad. This is your granddad on his off day.
Yeah, if you move to Florida.
Yeah.
This man was literally standing in front of his window with a coffee mug, like,
that's gonna be y'all boss, bro. That's gonna be y'all bosses. Day one, GTA 6. Yo.
Man, my boss would just call me. She'd be like, yo, what you doing? I'd be like, yo. Actually, my boss would probably be ready to play Grand Theft Auto 6 too.
Bro, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. That's all my boss talks about.
When Grand Theft Auto 6 drops,
and Grand Theft Auto
done. Nothing's getting done that day. Nothing's getting done.
That's all my manager plays.
Country gonna shut the fuck down. The only people gonna be at work are people who don't play games. That's it. Everybody else is gonna be busy playing GTA 6.
Mandated to be at work.
They better release it on a Friday.
Niggas is still not show up.
Because if they release
you know what's gonna happen?
Tuesday, it's gonna be trouble.
You know what's gonna happen? Niggas is gonna be sitting there contemplating, like, do I really? If I don't show up, do I really need this job?
Do I need to pay my bills?
Like, I could just
fuck these people.
Do I really have to eat this?
Like, I think I got enough money in my bank account where I could just kind of like.
You know how many dudes don't forget to pick their kid up from school? Like, fuck these kids.
Yeah. Like I said in my one video before that, I said dates is done, picking up kids is done, parties is done.
Yep.
All that shit is cooked that whole week.
So wait,
that's what I said.
Real quick,
he's still playing Grand Theft Auto.
Let me tell you how big this trailer is. Right? We all know Kai Cenat, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kai Cenat was actually filming a video on the 4th when the trailer came out. but he was filming the video and he was supposed to live stream, and he got injured while filming the video. It was like a hockey video or something like that. And basically he fell on his face and his front teeth went like through his lips. So like he said, there was like blood everywhere. So like they had made an announcement like his stream was canceled and all of that stuff. And he was supposed to, you know, they had posted on Twitter like, oh, Kai's stream is going to be canceled. So, you know, but then he was like, dead ass, I'm gonna try to get out of here early because, you know, we definitely gonna be trying to be around for tomorrow for the GTA 5 reveal. And somebody was like, oh nah, bro, the trailer dropped early, it's already out. So he was like, oh word, watch this. Nigga never went to the hospital. Came back and did a stream to react to the trailer.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't even want to see. I don't want to see the video of that. I don't want to see that.
He literally even tweeted he never even got to the hospital. He made them turn around. Yup.
Bro, what did you?
Shout out to Kai, but I hope you're okay.
Did you take a bro, Kai? I really do hope you're okay because I do really enjoy watching his videos. My favorite one was the one with 21 Savage.
Damn, bro.
They were talking about 2K.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like the one with Offset.
Man, busted.
That one was good too. Man, like, one thing is like, bro, did you like just pop a bunch of oxys and be like, I'm gonna power through it? Like, did you drink a monster drink and just be like, we got this?
That sounds right.
Yo, it's so crazy how they
just put a little dirt on it or something. You're good. It's fine.
So crazy.
Rubble and aloe vera on it.
There
Boom, we
was
good.
blood everywhere.
Can we take a moment to appreciate like how modeling the human form has gotten over the years now?
Yeah, because old girl right here is like, bro, you could see
full Instagram baddie.
Yeah, like, bro, this. I remember when Grand Theft Auto, if you saw the stomach of a female, it was straight flat with a dot.
Right? There's muscles. I just realized there's like actual muscle detail.
There's definition to
in
her
stomach.
detail of her
definition
muscle,
in her stomach.
So, you know,
matter of fact, if you don't remember old boy from the shot earlier with the gold teeth and locks.
Yeah,
you could see the divots in the eczema in his skin on his cheek.
Yeah,
man, you know, it's technology advancements have made artists' lives like both simultaneously easier and harder. Actually, easier and harder. So
why do you gotta have eczema?
So believe it or not,
wait, why was that the thing that you brought from this?
What?
Yeah,
one guy has eczema, or he's saying he has eczema.
Oh my god!
What else would he have? A bullet to the cheek?
No, you said you can see the divots from, and then he said the eczema. I'm like, that man can have acne. That could be hair
point.
That's what
point time.
That man has a skin condition that has divots in his face. How about that? There we go. We get this. Everybody
Yo, back to your point time.
No, you're good. So it's gotten easier in the sense it's gotten harder because of the fact like models can be more detailed now, but like the reality is like back in the day, like a lot of the character models that got developed, they had like a nice high resolution model, and before they used to, like, I'm sure they probably still have some of this. I haven't done modeling in like a modern workflow in a while, but like a lot of the times, like they'd have a really nice looking high res sculpt that they couldn't use because they had to optimize everything for the game engines. Because they had to get, they basically had to take like a sculpture that was like, you know, a couple 100 million polygons and get that down to being like a couple thousand or a couple, like a couple 100,000 at most sometimes, depending on the asset. And it was a lot of work and a lot of process. But now these new game engines, they can actually render stuff that's like super high polygon. So it makes it more difficult now, I would imagine, because like it makes it harder for like getting stuff prepared for texturing. Yeah, so like it sorry, what I'm getting at with this is like it's just it's really cool seeing how far we've come now, and it is definitely. You would think it would have gotten a lot harder for artists, but I think in some cases it may have gotten easier.
Honestly,
that and just anatomy has gotten better across the board.
Yeah, look at her hair, right? Look at her hair.
Yeah.
Like if you look at her hair, like I understand it.
I didn't realize she's got braids on the side too. If you look closely.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like it is great. I love it.
They really going on, yo.
Yeah.
I know. I gotta know what the entire industry is currently thinking right now since the trailer dropped. Like every other studio. Like I would love to know what they're thinking.
I wonder if they're gonna like rag on it like they did when Baldur's Gate came out.
The industry didn't really rag on it.
I mean,
on Baldur's Gate,
they said that Baldur's Gate was an anomaly, but GTA 6,
who ragged on it?
No, they didn't rag on it, but they said that you can't expect every studio to put out a game that's quality like Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
So I apologize for taking over on this, but I know the article I think you're talking about where there was an article that said game devs are doing this, but like that was a bullshit article. Like that was 100% bullshit. Game dev Twitter pushed back on that. Some of the
game dev Twitter, from our Twitter.
Well, it's not that. It's just like when you follow a lot of game devs and you're in your circles are mostly game devs, like it's just game dev Twitter. Like, you know, like it's just
like Black Twitter or Twitter After Dark.
Exactly. Say that.
So
everybody who knows Twitter After Dark, I see you.
Yes.
So
you preverts. So
I have been on Twitter After Dark since 2015. No. 2000.
I'm on there every day. Fuck you mean?
2010.
Damn, Hustle.
I don't know a single game dev that I know personally that has played Baldur's Gate and not said absolutely amazing things. Like most of my friends who are in game dev,
Hustle's on Twitter After Dark right now.
that is one of the primary games they're playing right now. That is in their rotation. Like I don't like I'm not saying it doesn't exist, right? Like I'm not saying that there haven't been some game devs, but this notion that like game developers, like man, game devs are hyped as hell for Grand Theft Auto. We love seeing other studios succeed by and large because like
I think that from my experience and from what I've
speaking
seen,
for myself at least,
from what I've seen, there are a lot of game devs who actually really, really enjoy like some projects out there from other game devs. And
well, our friends all work across the industry.
Right. Most of the people across the industry are friends with each other. So like the only ones who are really hypercritical of these games are us.
So I yeah, like
what I was referring to was like when Baldur's Gate first came out and everybody was giving like this high praise. I think it was I forgot his name, Destin. He had wrote an article. Not wrote an article, he made a video. I guess probably was just the conversation behind the video was about how some dude on Twitter, which
welcome back, bro.
It was just probably one.
Man,
it was
welcome
one.
Back, you missed the whole GTA 6 conversation we've been having. It's been 49 minutes that we've been talking about GTA 6, bro.
Yeah, you missed that.
You said something about it, so yeah, because he said
you missed us blazing GTA 6.
Don't expect this from other game devs or whatever. So
Jesus, man.
Oh, well, I apologize if I misunderstood.
No,
bro, they got the boat. They got
because there was
they got the sugar daddy. They got the sugar daddy on the yacht.
Hi, Poppy. Save some sugar baby for the rest of us.
Yeah, bro. Hey, shorty with the black and yellow.
I love it.
Yeah, you mean black and green?
Cheeks, whatever that is. All right.
The dad bod squad.
No, wait. When somebody shows you a video and they be like, "All right, so what color was her curtains?"
What color was her jersey?
Apparently,
Right.
What I've learned is apparently in Vice City, every woman is thick as fuck. That's what I've learned.
Is that not the Miami experience?
I mean, hey, bro, look at Shorty in the back with the red hair,
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
She's slim.
yeah, you're right.
That and cocaine.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of that in this.
Oh, I know we're gonna be.
It's the PBL. It's the PBL
There's gonna be
days now.
drugs on drugs.
I think
There's drugs on
that
drugs.
they're gonna have something reminiscent of fentanyl more than they.
Hey,
have
look, listen. I want to say this right now, all right? Because I know we were talking about the models and the. Bro, look at how well they did his skin tone and that sunburn.
Boy,
I just
thought you were
noticed.
gonna
Yeah.
talk about another one of their butts.
Listen, you know
You
what?
need to go on Twitter after dark.
Look,
real
I've been
quick.
trying to keep. I've been trying not to. Okay.
All I'm saying is,
But look at the way it shades and the way it blends. It literally is showing like his sun, the contact with his skin and the sun is clearly from one side. It's not like, whole top abdomen red, whole upper torso red, lower, like it actually contours with him. Like you can tell the contact of his skin and the sun and the angle. Like it is really good how they got this.
Yeah.
So,
Goji Senpai and anybody who missed it, I definitely recommend going back over the last hour.
This shit's
seeing
insane.
because from the time, like, we've been going ham on, and this is what we knew everybody wanted to talk about, because GTA 6 is going to be the big thing. So if you've missed the content, definitely go back, comment. Like, we encourage the interaction. As you know, we are reading our comments, we are interacting. We got somebody in here that's making sure to chat with you. So by all means, if you see anything, if you got anything that you take out of this, or even if you take away something that we haven't already mentioned, just be sure to let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I hate these motherfuckers who say that on every single fucking thing. It's like, they can't make this movie today's.
What he's basically saying is Rockstar. Somebody said Rockstar couldn't make a GTA in today's landscape, so Rockstar was like, "Hold my beer," because your internet went out a little bit.
Y'all overblow that shit so much. Y'all see one person complain on Twitter, be like, they couldn't get away with that today. Shut your dumb ass up.
Hey.
Shut up.
Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, they all are trying to cancel this game. Wait, no, they don't cancel. I'm sorry. They don't do that. They don't do that.
Somebody it wasn't Andrew Tate. It was
Elon Musk who said that he couldn't play GTA 5 because
I don't care about that. I'm talking about somebody who's controversial just said that they had a role in GTA 6, but they won't really the role that they had is under wraps.
Alex Jones? I don't know.
Logan Paul?
No.
Logan Paul actually be like a
Leo. Listen, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Logan Paul's not controversial as much as he should be. He's not right now. Like he's the United States champion of the WWE right now. He is so not controversial for him right now.
Bill Cosby.
Did he? I can see that.
If it was in New York, it would definitely be.
Diddy has a house in Miami.
But we
You know what? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry's not controversial.
No, I just want him to be in this goddamn game.
I mean, yeah, but he's not controversial. Don't get me wrong. I love Denzel Curry, one of my favorite rappers, but no, he's not controversial.
Trying to think, it has to be someone from Florida, is my guess.
I don't know. Oh, look, the Florida Joker responds to GTA 6 trailer reference. So let's switch this.
What?
Right?
Oh,
wait, what? Pink hair dude really was the Florida Joker?
Yeah, I told you it's the Joker.
What?
I told you.
What?
I mean, you were dead on.
Yeah, I told you it's the Joker.
I gotta see this guy.
Just look at the share.
No, that's just still a screenshot.
Is that real? Or is that a screenshot?
It's right there.
Oh my god!
Florida Joker, Miami Joker. You might have seen that character on GTA 6. Just dropped the trailer today. You know they got that character with the face tattoos. You know who they got that inspired by? By me. Just look me up. Florida Joker, Miami Joker. You know what I'm talking about. GTA.
No, I don't.
We gotta talk.
No, they don't. Actually,
No, they don't. They don't. I don't have to.
Bro, what?
They don't have to talk to you, dog.
It's over.
They don't have to talk to you, dude.
No, they do. They do not. You are a parody.
Oh,
They have parody you, sir.
yes.
They don't have to talk to you at all. It's a parody. It is satire. It is completely.
It's over with. You are
Take it
public
by law.
domain, actually.
He is public domain because his
You
face
can see what it is.
report.
Yeah, you didn't
It's
patent
protected by
your
law.
fucking face,
It's freedom of
dude.
speech. Parodies are completely protected by law.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
You got your fucking mind. I get it. You want that paycheck. You ain't getting shit.
you really out your
You
fucking
ain't getting
mind.
shit.
For real, for
Goji
real.
Senpai
Sorry,
said
brother.
Kodak Black better be in it.
Oh
That
God.
is-
Oh
No. Okay. Okay.
no,
They
that's
actually-
definitely controversial.
They
That's
actually
definitely
have a
controversial.
ton of Florida memes and real life references in that trailer by itself.
Rick
And,
Rose.
Bruh.
They
Rick Ross. Ricky Sos.
Oh God.
so here, if you look at this, right? So all of the real life Florida memes
Yeah.
that are in the GTA 6 trailer, right? So you got the alligator or the crocodile
In the
out of the
What?
out of the pool.
Yeah, all of this is real events in Florida.
Chick on top of the car.
Bro, if I go outside, go look at my pool,
The
my
alligator in the store.
I'm selling my house.
Like there was literally a gator in Walmart.
Yeah.
you know that you do know that like it. I don't think it's common, but I don't know if it's uncommon. But like people go to the
not
bathroom
uncommon.
sometimes. No.
And there's
People
a
go to the
snake up the
bathroom sometimes,
toilet.
and there's a snake up their toilet.
Yeah, there's a snake up the toilet. Yeah.
That's just a Florida thing.
Look at the naked man watering the lawn.
I would move so fast.
I don't see anything, dog.
Why are they moving? Are you moving your mouse across the screen?
What do you mean?
I don't see you.
Only thing I
don't
see
see
is
nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guy in the
you was
yeah,
in the wrong tab, wasn't
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
created
was
a
the
new
wrong
tab.
tab.
So you got the chick on top of the car.
bro.
What's it?
Bro, bussin'.
You got the gator in Walmart. You got the gas
Naked
station
man.
streaker.
These all happen in Florida?
Yes. Bro, so much weird
What?
shit happens
These
in
are
Florida.
these are the real ones, and these are the in-game scenes.
Yeah.
Like, look, that's the in-game scene. This is the real thing.
Yeah, Rajan said something about somebody was fighting with a
The
iron-
swords.
with
An
some-
iron,
yeah,
an
like,
iron
that
poker and a
could happen.
sword.
The
Yeah.
naked man watering the lawn.
Yep.
He mind his business.
Bro, that's why I said there better be a mission where I can throw an alligator through a Wendy's drive-through.
The lady with the two hammers.
Bro.
And the Florida Joker.
Wow.
Yep.
Florida real, bro.
Florida's a real weird place. That's why people say Florida. That's why people say Florida is the little sister of Australia. Florida is the meme state of America.
The only way that you know someone is normal from Florida is if they actually hate living in Florida.
I'm waiting for a Halloween event one year when they finally do GTA 6 online, if they assuming they do. I'm waiting for a Halloween event one year where it's a zombie outbreak and it's just bath salts.
Yes. See?
Oh my God.
Told you.
If that doesn't already become a mission.
Yeah.
No, because here's the thing. This is how it's gonna play out. I'm telling you now. Remember that mission where Trevor got fucking high and everyone was aliens?
Oh yeah. No, that was
They're
Michael.
high on
No,
bath
Michael
salts
got
and
high.
everyone else are zombies.
Yep.
I thought that was Michael that got high and saw aliens.
No,
Yeah,
it
it was
was
Michael.
Trevor.
No, that was Michael.
I think can you switch between those characters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing here. You can switch between Lucia and
I could have
I'm
sworn
talking
it was.
like-
I
I'm
could have
talking about
sworn
like
it
you
was
can take
Trevor.
Trevor or
Yeah, you can swap between all three of them.
Yeah,
Trevor
so
Franklin.
Y'all, both of y'all are correct. Y'all just took that. That's
Yeah. Trevor Franklin and Michael.
Yeah, Mike. So both of y'all are correct, by the way. So
they both had the same experience.
I'm wondering, can you pick up hoes as Lucia?
Can you pick up hoes?
Yeah.
Why not?
You can. That's trademark.
Yeah, that's trademark. Matter of fact, you know what I would wonder? You know what I would wonder?
They've been picking up hoes.
Can you pay a hooker? Can you pay a hooker, get your service, and then beat her and get your money back?
Yeah, you can do that in every single game. Why wouldn't you be able to do it?
No. Get your exact change back. Because remember, after they like patched it, you were like short like $200.
That didn't happen in 5.
Not in 5. It was in the previous one.
Oh yeah, well, that's in
yeah.
But no, in 5 you can still do that and get your full money back.
Yeah, buddy.
More than
I'm about to turn into Jack the Ripper in GTA 6.
Yeah, more than the game said. Like I think Michael and Trevor could do it. Franklin was the only one that didn't get high.
Yeah, Franklin. Yeah,
but Franklin couldn't get high because he done this shit so much. So
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna break my heart. It's gonna break my heart if it gets like the ending to GTA 6 is you have to choose which one of them dies. Like, bruh, don't.
I have no doubt this story is gonna be like
it's gonna do it.
One of somebody gonna cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even worse, one of them has to kill the other.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the female character is the one that's gonna come out on top though.
I don't know.
She's
I don't know.
the main character.
Don't stick the story like this.
Because we saw her in jail.
Yeah.
And she's the one that had the ankle monitor on the cover art.
I feel like she'll betray him because it's for her self.
So I just came across some new news, apparently, as you can see on the screen that I'm sharing. They're giving away Steam Deck OLEDs at the Game Awards tomorrow.
Didn't they do that last year?
They gave away something last year. I don't remember.
Steam
they
Deck.
always give away something. But like I told you, I ended up with a Google Stadia just for going to the movies. But during the Video Game Awards, they are actually giving away 100 Steam Deck OLEDs.
And
so
half of them hoes gonna get sold.
And it's 4:30 p.m. Pacific time to 8 p.m. Pacific time, which means that we're looking at 7:30 to 12:30, I guess.
I would love to be able to get one, but I highly doubt I'm going to win one.
I mean,
if I did.
During the show, they're just gonna,
How do you sign up for it?
Let's see. Official rules seem to imply that watching the Game Awards isn't necessary to enter. The contest will open up during the event, only requires applicants fill out and submit a form. However, applicants can earn up to 3 additional entries by creating or verifying a Steam account and following both On Deck and the Game Awards on Twitter. So, let's see. They said the way that they focused on her in the trailer, he thinks that she's going to be the main character out of the two. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
That she's going to be the main character out of the two. But yeah, so
But then again, this is the first trailer.
And that's
the second one might focus. The second one might focus more on him.
The reason why I thought that she would betray him because, like, not only did it focus on her, but when they were sitting in the hotel room, she was like, they have to focus. That the one thing they have to be big on with each other is trust, and he was like, trust. I feel like she's gonna betray him.
That's the initial and number one dead giveaway. Somebody gonna get betrayed.
I feel like if she's gonna betray him, it's gonna be some shit. We're just gonna be like, okay, I understand that. I don't feel like
that's what I'm saying. It's survival. I feel like it's gonna be for her benefit.
I feel like what I'm saying is I feel like it's gonna be something I think most people can understand. Of like, maybe she has a kid and they're just like, oh well, if you don't flip on him, bye bye to your kid. You ain't seeing them again. That's enough to get a lot of people to flip. Like, you tell me I could never see my kid ever again? Yeah, I might do that.
Or the fact that she even got out of prison because they integrated her to be able to like basically. Okay, so the story progresses with the intention of them using her as like a mole, basically. They're using her to flip and take down, big organizations. and that's how she gets her freedom.
Yeah.
Like I see her doing that, and in doing that, she betrays him, and he loses his freedom. She gets hers, and he has no idea. She probably lies to him and says, you know, she got out on good behavior or like some fucking parole type shit. Whole while, nah, dog, she playing you.
I feel like it's gonna be
to get out of jail, lie about getting out of jail, to escape jail, lie about it, and then go rob something feels like a little reductive. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, if you're poor, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. You ain't got no options.
The first thing I'd want to do is lay low. You know what I'm saying? Because you know,
Florida.
I mean, recidivism is a thing. A lot of repeat offenders end up because they get out of jail, they don't have job opportunities, so they go back to crime, get caught, back to jail, get out, go back to crime.
I mean,
it's not far-fetched to say that the story will be like, you know, oh, some you know, police unit, some special police unit or whatnot, or somebody in like the FBI, CIA is like, let's use a criminal to do criminal acts.
Oh,
and if they get caught, oh well. But if they actually put us off the way we need them to, yeah, grant them freedom.
I mean, it seems about a year out, but apparently, looking at the chat, it looks like it's true. We might get another trailer showcasing him, and then another comment says, or they might just be throwing us for a loop, and he snitched on her and got her locked up. And maybe the jail scene in the deeper is deeper in the game, and
that would be so fucked up to find out.
Oh, that'll be so traumatizing.
I could see something like that though.
Deadass, if that happens while I'm playing that game, boom, boom, instantly. Like,
on site.
It's on site. Stand on.
Ain't nobody riding for Jason no more.
You're gonna be like, man, fuck Jason. How dare he? We thought it was. What happened to us, Jason?
Yeah, they gotta put a story trailer out. So we got.
I feel like it's gonna be more along the lines of
probably
GTA
won't get
4.
another trailer for a year.
I have no doubt. Yeah, I have no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna.
They dropped the trailer 2 years before. 2 years before the
2 years before the game come out.
It
we
dropped
probably won't
it
get a
and
trailer for
left.
a year. I think the earliest that we'll get another trailer would be either September at the Tokyo Game Show or right before the Game Awards again next year.
Yeah,
that's the earliest.
Yeah,
but I guess.
I mean, obviously, we're still gonna get, gameplay.
I'm thinking trailer. I'm thinking trailer at the right at like the end of 2024, like again December, or
and then they'll start
around tax season. I'm thinking like tax season, beginning of tax season 2025, when they drop Taylor and they'll be like, all right, y'all, start saving your bucks.
Well, yeah, no,
we're gonna drop the game and DLC.
I mean, if GTA comes out in the summertime,
it's over. It's over.
They're not gonna drop in November.
Summertime,
but they could do a March release because that's when GTA tends to come out. I believe March of 2013 is when GTA 5 came out.
No,
imagine
no, it didn't. It didn't.
No, September. Sorry, it was September.
Yeah, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out in fall.
Yeah,
of 2025.
It's a Q3. It's a Q3 thing.
It just makes sense.
So
what for 2025?
Towards
no, he's saying come out in the fall instead of in the spring.
Because GTA 5 came out in the fall, and so did GTA 4.
You know what? I think I have a feeling they're going to take as much time as they need.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my guess
GTA is April.
My guess, and we'll see how right I am. My feeling is they're going to try and take as much time as they can. So if we're talking about the fiscal quarters go until what? Till when in the year?
April 26th. March 30th of 2026.
I could see them doing March of 2026.
You know, you're not wrong because I looked up Grand Theft Auto 4 and
I'm
it came
thinking
out
April.
April.
But that was why I was saying that it was going to come out.
Okay,
like
yeah,
March.
yeah. I can
I'm
see that.
thinking March or April.
Because if you ever look at, all right, so look at the game schedules, right? Monster Hunter usually comes out.
Good point was made in the chat,
March.
by the way.
What?
One more time?
A great point was just made in the chat when you have a second.
Oh, he said, I feel like it depends on when it drops in 2025. If it drops early, we will start getting news as early as like June. It could drop in the spring, and then they could drop online in the fall.
That's also a thing.
Yeah.
Because you want to give yourself at least 6 months to a year to get your online thing going if you're really going to get that going.
Right, and then you can
start headlining your DLCs or your story expansions. You know what I'm saying?
You're giving
Like, so you
people
can start
enough time.
advertising that stuff when the game drops. Because obviously, as Time Traveling said before, all of this stuff is planned ahead of time. You don't just drop something and then be like, all right, what should we do next? No, you have a planned release because you want to extend your game as much as possible. Now, if you drop early in the year and then you drop an expansion or a DLC or even online, I can almost guarantee you that you're taking up a gamer's entire year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beyond if you
And that's
have
what you
online,
want.
like
And that's what you
how
want.
GTA 5's online is.
Yeah, because like I can totally see them dropping GTA 6, riding the hype train of all of that. Put out a few major content updates, just general patches and stuff for like quality of life improvements, and then maybe at some point during that you release like a teaser for the online, like a beta or something, and then
Like Red Dead did.
Yeah, you put a beta out, you get the anticipation out there. And then you aim for the holiday season to drop the online to drive that second wave of sales.
And then you get Game of the Year from all of the Game of the Year all of the video game publications. You get best online game. You get best community support. You get best ongoing game. You come out raking in the awards because you already know you're getting sales.
GTA 6 is going to have best graphics and performance, bro.
We'll see. I mean, like we don't
know what else is coming out. We're there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll resend that.
I will say, you know what? Like to kind of meet in the middle, even though you're rescinding. Like if the landscape stays where it's at today, you're probably going to be pretty close to being right. But man, some of these studios, like we have no idea what's coming out there, man.
Right.
Like some of these studios are nuts.
I mean, we did see. I ain't gonna stunt. We did see that. I'm still saying I'm gonna get it. That what was it called? Inzio?
Oh, I forget the name of it. It was that Sims.
That Korean sim game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They neck and neck when it comes to their
Inzio or Incensio or whatever.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If I were a studio, don't release your game near GTA 5. I mean GTA 6. Don't do that. Don't do that shit.
If this podcast makes it to somebody who is on that team, please, for the love of God, don't drop that game near GTA 6. Please don't
do it. Don't do it
because you're gonna end up the same way. You're gonna end up the same way. The Constantine TV show ended when they tried to drop the finale around Super Bowl.
I mean, let me be clear. I actually read something that says that it was probably a mistake.
Thank you, Loon.
It was probably a mistake for Sonic and Mario to release in the same week.
Yeah, that was bad. That was not smart.
Yeah,
that
wasn't smart at all.
It didn't work for the advantage of Sonic.
Sadly, because Sonic is a good game.
It's a good game, but I've also heard that, like even when researching it for my own purposes, the multiplayer I hear was not very satisfactory. The camera follows one person instead of both.
Oh no!
I heard it's really not. Like there are certain things that you feel like could be better, and also you have that missing feeling of speed.
Yeah, I can see where that's
the camera only following one person.
Yeah, but like
If
even
you have that missing feeling of speed,
yourself,
I guess speed runs.
I hear like that.
Go.
Even in Sonic, like you never get that real sense of speed that you would get from like Sonic 2, where the stage is like zooming. Like you never. Really get that
or Sonic. What was it? Sonic Rush.
Sonic Colors, Sonic Burst. There's a whole bunch of Sonics.
Burst.
You know. But yeah, so What I'll say is this: we are currently at 11:15. I think that we've actually gone into massive detail. What I want to do is I want to elicit responses and some conversation from the chat. First of all, I want to thank the chat for being so active tonight, especially on our first time on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, follow, comment. Make sure you check out any shorts, any videos that we put out. We're going to try to start putting a little bit of content out. We're not going to go overboard. We may be back tomorrow for the Game Awards. We'll kind of figure that out. We're going to play that one by ear. Maybe each one of us wants to win a Steam Deck, so we might individually watch it and just kind of, do like a live response chat thing in like Discord or something. So we're still working on that, but I'll put out a little story on my Instagram or something and let everybody know what we're going to be doing there. But again, I want to thank you all for joining us. From me and from the rest of the crew, I believe we want to say we appreciate you. And thanks for following us over here on YouTube. And we hope to be
all people that subscribe.
Thank you guys for coming in.
All our new subscribers.
We hope to be bringing you more content in the future, and we hope to keep it up. It's not always going to be a lit news week like it was. Like GTA 6 made this week just boom. But even when the weeks aren't lit, we're going to try to keep content for you. And I hope that you enjoy being
I got
with
a
us.
topic. Just one last little bitty topic. Y'all know about the Bungie and the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So.
Bungie
article came out that said Bungie might lose their independence if that last DLC
don't pull in. Yeah,
well,
don't pull in
the article said that they just laid off a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, they laid off.
Yeah, they did.
They've been done that.
And that's their last ditch scramble to keep their independence.
Yeah. So
if this don't pan out, then Sony is
done.
Taking away their creative freedom.
Yeah, that's crazy. I read it. I heard it from again Paul Tassi. Made a video about it. I was like, well, I guess Bungie could die. Like it could be it.
Bungie died.
I mean, it wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't think that would be a death necessarily. Like it would be a. It wouldn't be great for them, but it may actually.
It would be a restructuring.
You know what though? Like I'm gonna be real with you. If the worst thing that happens is that Sony winds up taking over Bungie, honestly, that might be the best thing.
Take out the management, right?
Well, basically, it dissolves the board, is what I understand it. Given the fact that my personal opinion, again, all opinion, just looking at the history of the studio, my personal opinion is they have a leadership issue. So it's
in the Sony contract that they have to meet certain.
Because they didn't meet a 45% projection. That's a lot. That's a lot.
They signed the contract.
So, and here's my concerns for Bungie, right? We talked about this off stream the other day a little bit. So we're gonna use just an example for anyone out there who
Apocalypse,
who may have. Game developers only get so much goodwill with people, right? Like, and this is even just game developers, right? But we're going to keep this to game developers. It can be movies, right? It can be TV shows. It can be any of these things. You only get so much goodwill to start with, and you can build that goodwill back up a little bit. But every time you blow the expectations and like you drop it, all of that goodwill that you had is gone. And each time it gets harder because then it's becoming a matter of, well, when are they going to go back to the way it was? And with Bungie, I feel like the history with Destiny 2 seems to be there's a big release, people are hyped and buzzed for a little bit, and then the new paint wears off a little bit faster, and that like they don't do a good wax job or something, and suddenly like it just looks dingy as all hell, real fast for people. And basically it's because they get to the end game or something. And then all of a sudden, like all those cool things that made up the campaign and those great moments they had in the story don't mean dick, because we're in the end game now. We are in week to week. We're not going to have another we're not going to have another like cool moment like that for like 6 months, maybe a year. And the stuff they have to come in and play every week isn't very engaging. It's like, hey man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab that gear that looks like what everyone else has a little bit.
They
or
monetize that game to the
stratosphere. To the stratosphere.
Did y'all see the starter pack? This quote unquote.
Now, granted, you can transmog things or whatever it is. You can change the appearance of gear, so like that's fine. Sorry, continue.
Pay for that. Like,
yeah.
Like
I warned everyone. I warned everyone when the Eververse was first introduced, and no one listened to me. No one listened to me.
Eververse isn't the problem, though. Like, I want to be clear about this, right? So, like,
no one listens to you, Hustle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Hustle. Anyway, so
when I'm right. What?
Shit, I know you. I agree. You're right. You are. When you're right, you're right. I apologize.
Eververse ain't the problem. Well, part of the problem?
No, it's no. All right. So listen. Here's the deal, right?
A little bit.
No. All right. Let me finish. Damn it. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. The item itself isn't the issue. Like Eververse isn't the issue. The items and microtransactions aren't the issues. It's the philosophy that's going into these things that are the issue. It's the lack of dedication to other things outside of these things that are the issue. It's the decision to allocate resources that seems to be the issue. Like if Eververse existed, right, in the state that it's in today, but you had plenty of content and the other areas, and you had plenty of things to do, and you had people to play with, and it was fun, and you were engaged, you wouldn't give a damn about Eververse. The problem is all of the other things are lacking, and it makes Eververse stick out like a sore thumb.
Okay, that's the point.
Like, that's what I'm saying when Eververse isn't the problem. Eververse isn't the problem. It's the design philosophy around the game that makes Eververse stick out like a sore thumb, because everything else feels like everything else will feel really cool for a little bit, and then like there's no incentive to go and get some of this stuff. And then the coolest shit that you can get in the game usually is sitting there right in front of you for $15 or $20. And it's just like, this is stupid. Like, why do I have to grind my face off to get remotely cool looking things? Like, why is this a thing? Why is it that I either have to grind my face off or pay money? It's stupid. It's not good design philosophy. You need to make sure that you have things that everyone wants to do. If you have a game that is built around, wait for it, having players play the game.
Okay, with that being said, do you think that even if Final Shape pulls it off, right, which they usually do, the expansions are usually home runs, and then the seasons you're just like, well, for the season. But like some of them seasons is atrocious. But so you think even if Final Shape pulls it off, do they still live after that? Like, I mean, like, does Destiny still keep pushing after that?
So we'll see if I'm
6 month extended season, right? Because at the end of this season, I think it was supposed to come out in February, now coming out in June. So, there's no money getting pushed out from when it's supposed to come out till June, right? So, do they still, because there's no season getting sold in the first half of next year? Like, I don't see any money get made in the first quarter.
So, all right. So if I'm right about the diminishing returns issue, this is only if I'm right. I think they're going to struggle because if I'm right about diminishing returns, then I feel like they have used a lot of their goodwill. in terms of Forsaken was a boost in popularity, Shadowkeep was a boost in popularity, The Witch Queen was a boost in popularity, but like they find themselves still missing 45% of their targets, right? In spite of they had like 3 big boosts in popularity, and then they went back to like the expectations of the player base. Like, I haven't been following hard in a hot minute because I don't play anymore. But like, I don't think they've delivered on the PvP promises.
Oh.
I don't think you know, like I don't think they've delivered on that. So like for me, I feel like for Final Shape to do the numbers that, I mean, it sounds like they need to do, like for me, I believe it would take a Herculean effort. It would take like showing off PvP, like, because like, all right, so like, do you think showing off cool story beats is going to be enough to win people back who have a problem with like the end game right now?
No, because even with the story beats, right? The story beats are cool. Like, I'm not going to take away from the story beats because most of them, it brought me back, right? It's just the gameplay after the story beats. It just mind-numbingly boring. And then you go to the PvP, it's like we've been asking for them to do something. Give us a map. They took away all the maps and just give us some maps. Never gave us, like, I think we got like 2 maps from when, what was it, Forsaken last time we got some decent anything with PvP,
something like that.
I don't know, but like I can tell you, like, for some context, like Forsaken's the last thing I worked on, and I know they had PvP maps there.
Yeah, that was the last time we had like real PvP maps, and I think we got like 2 or 1 this season. Either I think this season or last season. But yeah, like the story beats are cool to have. It's just no gameplay. I tell you what, like, since you worked on Forsaken, right? I'm guessing you had a hand in what's the community event on the
Iron Banner?
Not Iron Banner. It's a PvE event on the Wish. Oh God, what is it called?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forget the name of it right now. The well. Yeah, I didn't work on that directly. For Forsaken, I was actually primarily on the thing that I bitch about the most. I was on the investment team, which is like which you know, it's the team that's kind of. I worked a little bit with the Eververse people, a little bit, not a whole lot. I was mostly like dealing with like the end game quests and stuff like that.
Okay, so we back now. If you play the season now, we are back to the blind well. Nothing. I think we got like a dungeon and a little bit of new stuff, but again, we back to the blind well, right? So it's boring. Like I'm geeked up. My character is lit. So it just got bored. I mean, it's just boring now. So I don't know. I hope they make it.
Well, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. Like, I've been playing World of Warcraft since like vanilla, and one of the things that always bothered me is like I felt like there was a lot of learning opportunities they could have had from games like WoW. Like, I'm not sure if I've talked about this on air or not, but like one example for me is like it would have been really cool if they would have given strikes their own loot tables. Like if there was like meaningful gear to get from the individual strikes, and like doing different tiers of the strikes give you different reward levels, instead of like you doing things and then you get tokens and then you go back to Zavala and you cash in your rep. Like I think it would have been cooler to have like actually meaningful drops in the strikes themselves. You know, I think you need to figure out how to do something other than just like having people grind their faces off. Like, but it's hard. Like making games is hard. The Bungie is in a really hard spot, and Destiny 2, I don't believe was ever intended to go as long as it has. You know, so I just think they're in a really hard spot. Like they don't have any other IPs. I personally am starting to think that they divorced from Activision in way too much haste. Because I I think they blamed Activision for a lot of their problems, but like objectively, I think they're saying
blamed Activision for the problem.
Well, and that's that was actually working at Bungie is one of the things that changed my perspective on game publishing a lot, in the games industry. Just because, like, I personally, and this is all just my feeling and my gut, I've always felt like, after seeing what's inside of there, like I've always felt like Activision wasn't to blame. As much as I don't like Activision, I as much as I've had my issues with Activision, I don't think they were to blame. I think that what's going on right now shows it. People thought that Activision was after microtransactions and stuff, and like, I don't know what happens at the highest levels of game development. I just don't. I've done quality assurance for 10 years. I've never been in the room with these high level conversations, but my guess is that when these CEOs are trying to secure funding and stuff, they're making promises on behalf of the dev team, and then they're trying to deliver on those promises and things like that. And that's where microtransactions probably come in to some degrees, because they have to deliver on these promises, because they have to come up with revenue streams, because, you know, Papa Parsons went and got a $1 billion upfront from Sony, and he wrote a check that his ass couldn't cash.
I'm also going to say that Activision with their microtransactions did kind of bleed through into Call of Duty. I mean, not saying that, you know, it's a bad thing to, you know.
Right. So again, going back to what I just
honestly felt about that, especially like how you were saying about you don't want to sit there and grind your fucking face off to try and get something cool. How I felt playing Call of Duty, and I'm going through like, you know, the battle pass, and you're grinding and you're getting the tokens to unlock stuff in the battle pass. But come to find out, once I get towards like the fucking end of it, because I've grinded all the goddamn tokens and cashed them all in, and come to find out, all those character skins and all those you know, those nice little releases at the end of each of those single tiers on the map, yes, you don't get them unless you bought the battle pass. So you spent the tokens to unlock them, but you don't actually get them unless you bought the battle pass.
Well, so all right, so like here's
and there's two versions of them too. There's original versions, and then there's the Black Cell versions.
They added the Black Cell stuff afterwards, which I thought was incredibly egregious.
So, yeah, because like, so not only do I
let him respond. Let him answer.
No, you're good.
Yeah, not only do I not get the normal skins that I just spent this token to get, you add Black Cell and say, "Fuck me twice."
Get it off your chest, man.
I don't get the skin, and I don't get the basically the ultimate version of the skin. You gave me 5 fucking different spawn skins and gave them Black Cell versions and say you don't get none of them.
And you see why we don't play Call of Duty?
Shut up.
All right, so like here's my corporate chill pitch of the day.
See why.
Live service games are expensive as shit to run, because basically you are paying for a dev team to not be working on another game for as long as that game is going on. Like, those are resources that are not going towards another game.
Another game.
Well, I mean,
I didn't ask them to not work on anything.
Well, no,
they chose to go live service. But I mean, again,
they chose to go live service because there was demand for it.
Yeah, the money's there.
I mean,
making a live service game and then putting out a new one every year is wild to me.
No. Let's be clear about
this.
You
have to go.
Let's be clear about this real quick before we go. Let's be clear about this. Live service games are only profitable if they're good and they're successful.
Yes.
Live service games are expensive as shit if they're a failure.
Yeah, so you're right. You're very much right.
Yeah, like it's a big live service games are a huge financial gamble. Like, and it sucks. I hate, like Mike will tell you, I do not actually like anything that nickels and dimes people. I hate it, but the alternative is $120 games or $60 or subscriptions. Like it's not pretty.
But can you agree with the fact that if you're going to
Black Sail's
grind, what?
I said Black Sail's definitely number one diamond.
My stance
I
is
was gonna say, like, can you agree that if you're going to sit there and grind through a whole battle pass and you only get to unlock 80% of it and the coolest shit on there that you get 2 versions of, you get neither of them if you don't buy the battle pass? Can you agree that you should at least be able to get the base version of a skin that you grinded for, and
But
if
they
you
won't
did
do
spend
that
the money for
because-
the battle pass, and you get the ultimate versions?
But they won't do that because there's no incentive to buy the battle pass if you can get a cool skin for free.
To make people spend money.
Yeah, that's literally it.
able to carry.
If that's the only key incentive for buying it, then no. If there's other incentives to buying it, then I would say that it's beneficial to find ways. Like, I'm a big supporter of having ways to earn in-game currency to buy these things. Like, that's
And look at all the other packs that you get in the store too.
Because if you get me playing, it's very more likely that you'll get me.
APOC. Yes, I would argue that Call of Duty is objectively good. Is it a huge improvement year to year? Absolutely not, but that's not the question.
But
Mechanically,
as far as FPS, it sets a bar.
yeah, like it doesn't like
it's solid.
Yeah, I mean it's
the bar.
It is the bar. Like you can.
It's the bar. It's the bar.
Like
anyone
you
can
put
the bar.
everything else FPS against Call of Duty's performance.
Now,
If
is it my favorite?
under that bar, it's trash.
The problem with the
above.
We got to get going probably, but like the problem with the good debate is it's all subjective. Like what's good to you is not going to be good to someone else. That's all.
But what's not subjective is success.
Yeah, and Call of Duty is the bar.
Well,
oh boy, look at Tom's over there.
Tom's trying to troll again. Tom's trying to troll again. You're not gonna get us.
I mean, well, no, he's right. He is right. It is a subjective thing, but like
success.
Yes, because so for example, right, like what success looks like to Rockstar is going to look vastly different from what looks successful to
BioWare.
No, even to like my example is going to be to like Indie Studio A, right? Like for Rockstar, an Indie Studio would kill for a 25th. A quarter, 1/25th, 1/100th of the sales that a GTA does.
Oh, you can equivalent that to music, like a music artist. Like Beyonce ticket sales are not. That's a measure of success that you can't compare to like a small time like R&B singer.
That man said Kodak Black.
Yeah, Kodak Black. Like Kodak Black will probably be happy if he can get like
10 people.
A club filled.
Yeah, like you can't compare Ja Rule to 50 Cent.
Yeah. Exactly. 50 don't perform in stadiums.
All right.
50 perform in fucking stadiums, bro.
We'll leave on that note.
So
this Ja Rule is blasphemy.
So Loon with his extra questions done had people cooking in the kitchen, but we let him cook. So again, we greatly appreciate y'all. We're gonna save any other content for next week.
I love Ja.
So be sure to join us next week. I'm gonna put out the links. I'm gonna make sure, but make sure you follow, you subscribe. You also make sure that you hit that little bell icon so you can be notified on when we're scheduled to be streaming again. Again, every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. What is that? 5:30 or 6:30 Pacific? 5:30 Pacific. All right. So yeah. Anyway, peace out. We love you all. Be sure to join us next time. I'll holla at you.